Ladies and gentlemen, talking to you about the Madeline Soto case. Focusing on him today. Beautiful Madeline Soto. You guys already know, talking about this for 2 weeks now. Missing, later found deceased. Turns out that her mom's boyfriend was the culprit of her being abused over the years, but not connected by homicide, not just yet, because everyone truly believes that he committed the homicide, and that has not been released just yet. No charges even, but they strongly believe that he's connected to her homicide. This beautiful, poor girl, Madeline Soto. Even people believe that the mom has something to do with it because they believe that her interview was a bunch of lies. Was a whole bunch of lies. That's what we're going to talk about today. About his sentencing, what is likely to come, and also more information about the mom. Welcome to Novesity. My name is Nove. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Do me a favor, if you're new, hit the like and share. I would appreciate that very much. Hit the follow if you're new. Hit the follow button. Subscribe on YouTube. But YouTube, hit that like, hit that share, and let's actually get involved. So I did play a little bit of this yesterday, but I do want to go over it just a little bit, and I want to continue with where we left off here. A lot of new videos, new details, and one new article. Life or death for Stephen Stearns. Now, I do respect YouTube and Facebook policy, so I don't want to get demonetized or flagged, so I'll try to keep it cool, all right? Let's get into it, baby.
Madeline was just 11, but at this point, there have been no charges related to her death. And tonight, there are new charges in the case involving sex crimes and child pornography involving Stephen Stearns. What was he doing with all these images?
Let me fast forward through this.
Of Madeline Soto.
But with all of this, I have a ton of questions. And questions we'll try to answer. I don't know if we can answer all of them, but let's begin here. Like, what did he do to her? What did he do to her? If this man is in fact the one responsible for everything he's been accused of, what exactly did he do to her? How many things did he do that weren't recorded on video or he didn't take pictures of?
Right.
How
right.
often? Where was this taking place?
Right.
How did he keep her quiet? What did he do to her to keep her quiet from telling someone? Now, she may have told her mother, we don't know, but how about a school teacher, a doctor, a friend, another family member? What did he do to her to keep her from telling anyone?
That's true.
Because this was abuse. This was ongoing abuse. This is stuff that has been memorialized, according to investigators, on his phone, despite the accidental factory reset. So this is a big question that, because she's no longer with us, we can't get the answer from Madeline.
Right.
So we've got to figure it out. Investigators have to figure it out. Forensically, circumstantial evidence, interviews, images from a phone. Like, what did he do to her and how long was he doing this? Which brings me to another question. Why did he take the pictures? Was this for some form of self-gratification? Is it like a serial killer who's got to take something from the crime scene so they can remind themselves
Right.
of it?
Tell him. Tell him. Tell him.
Or was he sharing them?
Sick.
Was
Sick.
he sharing these images with someone? Was he selling them? Was she being trafficked? What exactly is going on here? Because with these new charges, we're talking about a lot of images that they've been able to recover from perhaps one device. What else was he doing? Was there anyone else involved? Why are you taking the pictures? What are you doing with those pictures? You sharing them? Which brings us back to the first question. What did he do to her? Where's mom? Where's mom in all of this? Like, where is she, like, right now? Is she cooperating? Is she helping investigators figure everything out here about what happened to Madeline? Is she helping them put together the pieces?
I want to pause it right there. Vinny's just asking questions. He's not saying anything. He's asking questions. We have a right to ask questions. That's exactly what we're doing. What is going on? Every day is always something. Now we got charges. Now we got possibility of the death penalty. That's a possibility now. That is a possibility now, and they're talking about it. This is big. He is going to be the first person since that law just passed, if it can happen, ladies and gentlemen, to receive that, because he's been doing this since she was 8 years old, and we know that. We read that document. It was disgusting. Disgusting. He won't dare do that over here. You ain't coming to New York with that. I dare you come to the Bronx with that. I dare you come to Manhattan with that. You won't survive. But we are allowed to ask these questions. The death penalty? Possible. Is the mom in it? Possibly. Where is she? At her sister's house? Hiding? Possibly. The only person that could have told us was a beautiful little girl who was abused in her final moment. Her last moment was the day after her birthday. Melissa, thank you so much for the 199. I appreciate that.
Helping them with the timeline, giving them as much information as possible. I don't know. Where is she when all this is going on? Because initially the first images from the paperwork, the affidavits, it seemed like it was happening inside the home. Was she at work while all this is taking place? Is she home? Is her daughter telling her? A lot of questions.
Did your daughter tell you, Jen?
And I hope that Jen Soto is providing some answers to investigators. But I don't know. I don't know if investigators are looking at her.
They are looking into her statements as what she provided, ladies and gentlemen. We know that. They are looking into her statements on what she provided. We know that. But I don't know if they're going to take her in and cross, give her the old, why did you say this or why did you say that? We know that. Vinny, keep doing your thing, brother.
Because something really.
Somebody said, I don't know why my Facebook doesn't allow me to buy stars. The trick is go to fb.com/stars. You get free stars on top of what you buy stars. That's the trick, Ashley. The question is, where the F is the mom? Possibility in the sister's house, not confirmed. Let's continue. I don't want to keep cutting him off.
Terrible was happening to this little girl. Really terrible. Which brings us to the final question. Like, this is the overall, like, what was going on in this house? What was everyone's relationship? What were the dynamics in there that would somehow, some way, in 1,400 square feet, on 2 levels, allow this little girl to be tortured over the course of years, sexually abused over the course of years? What was going on in there? Was there more violence that we don't know about? Is there information that the mother can provide to fill in the blanks? Or is she part of the equation? These are a lot of questions in this case.
What do you think in the chat? What if let me ask you a question. If you could ask one question to one person, who would it be? Would it be police? Would it be Stefan? Or would it be Jen? 3 people. What's the question? Tag me in it at Novesity. Tell me your question. I'll read it in the chat while I let this play. Tell me your question in the chat. Who and what's the question? Think about it.
But one question that I can answer tonight is, despite the fact that there are no charges related to the death of Madeline Soto, Stefan Stern's not getting out. It's like, not with all of these new charges that have been brought in this case. He's not making bond, he's not getting out. And if he's convicted of these charges alone, he's done for the rest of his life. But we're not there yet. And there's still a murder that needs to be solved and questions that need to be answered. So let's start with the big news tonight from the Kissimmee Police Department, from the chief. She provided some details tonight about these new charges. Take a look. Shortly after Madeline Soto's disappearance, several disturbing images and videos, think about that for a moment, were found on Stefan Stern's phone. The city of Kissimmee Police Department quickly arrested Stearns, who remains in custody with the Osceola County Department of Corrections on no bond. That's crucial. While the murder investigation is taking place, there is no bond on these charges. The investigation now revealed more images and videos depicting criminal acts. The Kissimmee Police Department provided this evidence to the state attorney's office. Those are the prosecutors down in Florida. The local prosecutors of the state attorney's office, which found cause to file the following charges. You ready? Here they are. 8 counts of sexual battery on a child under 12. Significant. These numbers are significant because they relate to the potential penalty and punishment. 5 counts of sexual battery with a child age 12 to 18. 7 counts of lewd and lascivious molestation. Now, if you're trying to put 2 and 2 together here, how do you get 8 counts, 5 counts, 7 counts? These must be videos. These must be videos of the actual conduct and behavior. Because then you look at the last charge, which is a series of charges. 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child, 10 or more images. So it's 10 or more images per count and 40 counts? It's like 400 images. What was going on in that house? We're going to try to get some answers tonight. Got people connected. They have sources down there. Joining me in Orlando, Florida, WFTV investigative reporter Shannon Butler is with us, and Osceola News-Gazette reporter Ken Jackson back with us as well. Great to see you both. Thank you for joining us. Shannon.
Get some of these questions real quick. I'm loving these questions from a lot of you guys. Let's start with Melly. Why ask Jen if she is a liar to start? Why ask Jen if she's a liar to start? Like, we should ask her why she's a liar? Like, why did you lie, Melly? Yo. I will press her in ways I'd be like, first of all, I'll say, Jen, did you lie? I want to hear her response. You know? I want to know if she did. Mom, what did you know and when? Says Lisa. That's the question she'll ask her. Brown, I'm choosing randomly, guys, randomly. Why is it in the way? Brown Sugar. My question to Jen, why was Stefan more important than your daughter? Ooh, I didn't tell you guys to go that hard with these questions. I didn't say to go this hard with these questions. Damn, Brown Sugar. Damn. That's cold. Right. I asked my mom if she knew he was assaulting her baby. Straight to the point. Absolutely. Suzanne Lee says, Mom, did you know he was abusing your daughter? Similar to what Crystal said. Yeah, we want to know. Did you know this? Did you know? It's ridiculous. Lisa says, I'm asking questions to forensic computer techs and to forensic medical examiners. The questions are too much for YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay, damn, I want to know what the question was. Netta says, Novesity, since the mom and Stern lie, I would ask the cops what a lie detector would say. Ooh, Netta, I heard that. But I don't think a lie detector is admissible, correct? Yes or no in the chat, if I'm correct. I don't think a lie detector is admissible. I don't think it is. But hey, it's still something. Olga over at Facebook says, Jen, I missed your comment. Jen, did you even love your daughter? Says Olga over at Facebook. Right. Anna over at Facebook says, I would ask her to ask him why he had to kill her. Ooh, Anna says she would ask him, why did you have to kill her? That's a question. Yeah, I want to ask that. Out of all the time you knew her, Stefan, does it make sense? You knew her since she was 7, 8? So far we know? Latest we know is 8. She was 8 years old, going back to June, I think July 11th, but I think June 2019, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why? After all these years, it's like she just suddenly, we're talking about a young, healthy child. Now, a young, healthy child just don't, deceased. She just doesn't appear deceased. It's ridiculous. These questions are really good. Really good questions. Hot Honey, welcome back, Hot Honey. Are you back, Hot Honey? I hope you're doing okay. Hey, family, I wanted to say a huge thank you to Nove, Breezy, and all of you who reached out and checked on me in my time of mourning. I love you all so much. I miss you. We miss you, and I hope you're doing okay. We love you. Stay strong for us, okay? Welcome back, Hot Honey, and thank you for the super chat. We missed you, by the way. Thank you so much. A lot of good questions. Oh my gosh, you guys are asking really good questions. Rest in peace, Maddie. CrimeCon 2024. Is anyone here going to CrimeCon? I'm not. I'm not going to CrimeCon. I have my reasons. Nah, I got more work to do. Behind the screens. Okay, let's get seriously. This psychic made these predictions and said today mom was part of the ring. Christina, I don't deal with psychics on this podcast. Sorry about that. Respectfully, I just don't do it. I like to stick to the science, data, math, respectfully. But if you deal with that, that's perfectly fine. Your preference. All right, guys, let's continue the rest of the video. But I want to show you guys what he said here. Listen to this part. Watch this.
Madeline Soto's disappearance, several disturbing images and videos, think about that for a moment, were found on Stephen Stern's phone. The city of Kissimmee Police Department quickly arrested Stearns, who remains in custody with the Osceola County Department of Corrections.
Oh, it's the next one. It's
no
the next
bond.
one. It's this one.
That's crucial. While the murder investigation is taking place, there is no bond on these charges. The investigation now revealed more images and videos depicting criminal acts. The Kissimmee Police Department provided this evidence to the state attorney's office. Those are the prosecutors down in Florida. The local prosecutors of the state attorney's office, which found cause to file the following charges. You ready? Here they are. 8 counts of sexual battery.
Okay, now, I saw a couple of things in the comments where people were confused. They said, no, why is it under 12? Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was when she was 8. And he had images of a person under the age of 5. I don't want to get too graphic. I want to keep it clean. Doing a lot of acts. Could be different kids. It could be different It could be it could be any range. They didn't. It could be any range, guys. Any range. If it was a specific individual, that individual would be one range, one age. They didn't specify. Over 30-something counts specifically talking. We counted it. Specifically talking. Wasn't just Maddie in that phone, ladies and gentlemen. It was someone else.
On a child under 12. Significant. These numbers are significant because they relate to the potential penalty and punishment. 5 counts of sexual battery with a child age 12 to 18. 7 counts of lewd and lascivious molestation. Now, if you're trying to put 2 and 2 together here, how do you get 8 counts, 5 counts, 7 counts? These must be videos.
Correct.
These must be videos of the actual.
But multiple. It's not just videos. Those counts are from what you're doing differently. It wouldn't be a count. You're doing it image. You're doing it from a different. I don't want to be graphic. You're doing something different every time. Does that make sense? So count 1, count 2, 3, different image, different thing. It's doing it again. You're doing it. It could be the same thing. Male organ penetrated this at a different, the metadata, it says it at a different time. August 2nd, October what? You understand? That's why people were confused. Hey, Nov, why is it adding? It's not double jeopardy. It's all within the. It's in the same. It's a similar, same. Not even. I can't even say similar, same, because he had different counts. Different. You know what I'm saying? It maybe specifically to one individual, but what he had on his phone that other than Maddie. You understand what I'm telling you? You understand? So. Trying to keep it clean here. He just committed different acts. That's what I'm saying. He committed different illegal things. Okay. Super chat. Super chat. Dion says, Jen, why haven't you actually examined your daughter's body in 4 years? Did you ever take her to go see a doctor in 4 years? I'm actually surprised at that. Like, was she ever taken to a doctor where they would notice some type of irregular? Ladies, can I ask you a question? Do you ever take your daughters to get checked downstairs? Is that like within the past 4? Not even 5 years. Is that a thing, or normally that's a good okay. That's a good question. That's a good question. Stars and super chats, good question. Priscilla Phillips over at Facebook with 100 stars says, my friend Mark Lunsford went to every state after his daughter was killed by I don't know what that is, Florida, and under Jessica law, it is 25 to life. Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that about your friend, by the way. Everybody's saying yes, yes, yes. Each year, yes, yes. Oh, wow. Oh, then I don't understand this. I don't understand I don't understand. Netta with the $9.99. Netta. What would you ask, Nove? Oh my gosh. You guys want to know what I'll ask? Who and what I will ask in this case? Who? I wouldn't ask the police anything. I wouldn't, because that's not going to. I wouldn't ask the police anything because eventually it's going to be public. Eventually, months to come, a month, whatever. So I'm going to get the answers no matter what. I just don't want to, I don't want to have a like immediate gratification where I need it now. No. If I'll get the answer, I'm wasting my question. Stern is already in jail. So am I asking questions to this barnacle head or Jen? The only thing I know I would ask him is, why did you commit a homicide? Obviously, you did these disgusting things. It's a fetish for you. I don't need to know that. It's clear. You have all these charges on your phone. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. My question probably, I'm sorry, out of all the questions, would be with the mom. And I will ask her. It will be difficult, but one of the questions is, how didn't you not know this was going on in your home after all these years? And you want to know why? I'm not going to ask her, does she have that involved? Police is going to know or not. I'm wasting my question. How can you not know? And you know why I'm asking that? I'm going to ask that question because only she would know that answer till the day she dies. How could you have not known? And that, what her feedback would make me either believe it or not. You would know, especially with all the evidence out there. I would ask her, how could you have not known? How could you have not known? How? I'm not going to ask her, did you know? She's going to tell me, no. I'm going to ask you, how could you have not known? I want to hear that answer. How could you have not known that this thing was damaging her in ways that no normal humanoid would do? We're not bred to do these things. It's disgusting. Literally, you want to know why? Because when I think about it, reading that stuff, I get this I get like a nauseating feeling. That's my body, something I can't explain, or probably my soul connected to my brain saying, hey, this is not a normal human act. That like when I look at gore videos on Twitter, I cannot watch that stuff. My soul doesn't like it. That's how I feel for real. When I think of him having ages under 5 on your phone, that makes my vomit. I cannot fathom, I can't process that. So my question, the only person that she introduced him to her life, she had that power. She can easily say, get the fuck out of my house. Seriously. She's the only one that can say that. She's the only individual that I know that can say, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. She had the power. This is the power. Hey, let's keep it a fact. Vagina is probably one of the most powerful things on the planet. Nothing is possible. I can't think of nothing more powerful than vagina. Let's be serious for a second. Let's be mature. She had the most powerful say-so. Women have say-so when it comes to sex. She had that power with being with him. She had that power with saying, you gonna stay in my house or not? This is my house. She could have easily, let me tell you something. After the birthday party, and I'm not blaming her, guys. I'm not saying that she did the homicide. And I have to say this, I don't want to be annoying. I'm not saying that she knew everything. I can't legally say that. But what I'm saying is she just had the power to literally say, you know what? Don't take my daughter to school tomorrow. I'll do that. I know I'll be tired, but I'm okay. She had the power to be more involved in her daughter's life. That's it. That's my question. That was long. So sorry, Netta. Netta, forgive me. Holy chicken strips. That was long. I do apologize. Breezy, my shout out. I want to give a big shout out to Keiko, to Breezy, and Starry Night, my wonderful mods in the chat. Big shout out to all three of them. Love them very much. I appreciate you. I'm going to Crime Con. I got the no, fam. You're going to Crime Con? That's good. That's good. Have a good time. Take some photos. Julie. Is this the Julie? Is this the Julie? Is this the Julie? In the affidavit, it states 10 or more pictures of video. Does that mean since it's 40 counts, it's over 400 pictures? It's, I see. That's a very good question. I cannot say for sure because it was a part in the affidavit that was very vague. It was vague. It was vague in the affidavit. It was. It was. So I don't want to tell you like yes for sure. I don't think it was that precise. I think that it was up to 10, like around 10, you know, but it was different acts. Yes, different acts. Yes, yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Lisa over at Facebook says, why you only talk to people that send stars or money? Well, Lisa Simpson, if that's true, I would have never read your comment. Now, would I? Just because I didn't read your comment, that doesn't mean it's only stars and money. They just get priority, right? I mean, Netflix sends ads to you when you pay for them, or they don't put ads if you pay a higher price, right? The math is mathing. Jamie with the 250 stars. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. Lana with Cinder with the 10 stars. Thank you so much. Catherine, thank you so much for the 100 stars. I appreciate that. Princess, Precious Carmelo, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for the stars. And Michelle Arflett for the 400 stars. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for the support. And I like to give recognition on that. Ashley Webster says, I don't believe she was pregnant because of her belly, but her eyes. Both my pregnancies, I had low iron, which is common and causes eye bags similar to Maddie's. She's too young to have them. Oh, really? I don't know that. I was never pregnant. I was never pregnant. Ladies, is this, can somebody answer this for me? I was never pregnant, so I don't know. Can somebody, ladies in the chat who had children, please? I would appreciate that so much. I got people joining the family over at YouTube. Oh my gosh. Buffy Dingman, welcome to the Novesity Nation. Welcome to the family. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Cindy over at Facebook says, yes, 100%. Bev says, yep, iron issues maybe happen with pregnancy. So wait a minute. So I don't believe she was pregnant because of her belly, but her eyes. Both my pregnancies had low iron written in the comments. I mean, could it also be that she was not being properly taken care of? Maybe possibility, Ashley. Okay, you know what? I'm going to ask everyone the question. If you believe she's pregnant or not, I'm going to start a poll. I don't believe so. In my opinion, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. But I'm going to ask you guys. You don't have to follow me. Don't follow me. Be your own person. Be honest. Be real. I'm going to play the video, but I'm going to start the poll during the video. Okay? You guys vote. For over 2 years, all the way to the day she was unalived. Crystal, you're super right. Right. Kenna with the 499 says, a girl doesn't need a check till she becomes active per my GYN. Okay, I understand that, Kenna. Okay. I'm just learning, guys. I'm not a female. I don't have a vagina. I don't have that. So I'm learning, you know? Melly with the 199 says, no, the king. Melly, you're the queen. You are. I'm trust me. I'm just the guy who's hosting a show. That's all. You guys are the king and queens in the chat. All of you. Not me, you. Ali, thank you so much for the super chat, Ali. I appreciate that so much. Ashley with the 199 says, school requires yearly physicals though. Really? For the girls? You guys are teaching me. I didn't know that. Let's keep this video playing, guys. I'm going to start that poll. Let's get ready. More information.
Actual conduct and behavior. Because then you look at the last charge, which is a series of charges. 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child, 10 or more images.
Oh, Crystal.
So it's 10 or more images per count and 40 counts? It's like 400 images. What was going on in that house? We're going to try to get some answers tonight. Got people connected. They have sources down there. Joining me in Orlando, Florida, WFTV investigative reporter Shannon Butler is with us, and Osceola News-Gazette reporter Ken Jackson back with us as well. Great to see you both. Thank you for joining us. Shannon, what do we know about these new charges? Are they, I don't know if I'm just presuming, but do we believe they're all connected to Madeline Soto as the victim here?
We do, at least at this point. We knew from very early on in this investigation.
Whoa! What?
I believe they're all connected to Madeline Soto as the victim here.
Did you hear that question? Pay attention. Pay attention. You heard that question, right?
We do, at least at this point. We knew from very early on in this investigation that it wasn't just that original charge. We were told that there were dozens, even hundreds of images on his cell phone. Remember, he did that factory reset, but once they downloaded that phone and took a look at the phone, they had already known very early on that there were more images on there than just the charges that he originally faced. They knew they could get that original charge because they had a video, and then the clothes inside one of the rooms matched what they say Stephen Stearns was wearing during that assault. Now they went and downloaded that phone. We knew these charges were coming this week. They came today. A lot of charges here. This story just gets worse and worse, it seems, by the week.
It does. Didn't I tell you guys? Every day, guys, I'm trying to report other stories here. I want to talk about that girl who got her head bashed in on the floor. I want to talk about Sebastian Rogers. I want to talk about more on Elijah View. And if I had more, guys, I'm telling you, I swear to God, once I get 700 members, I'm quitting my job. I'm so serious. And when I do, I can do 2 podcasts where I'm able to talk about Madeline Soto, because it seems that we're going to be doing this for a month, and I want to talk about other cases. Because every time I do, something new comes out. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I say this? I've been doing this for so long. This type of case, you could predict stuff like this. Probably not on a Gabby Petito level when it comes to viewership and popularity. But this case has head scratching. This case has holes. This case puts you in this mysterious venue where you're like, what is going on with Stephen, the mom? Jesus, I said that she's right. This new things always come. I am afraid. I would have never thought 60 charges with this Barnacle. I would have never thought that. I thought that he was doing illegal activity with Madeline Soto, and that's it. Maybe he committed the homicide. Right. But then the next day, I'm like, I get a breaking news information. Excuse me? 60 what? What did he, under the age of 5? Excuse me? Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. Not one person said that. Not one psychic said that. Not one anything said that. Nobody thought that. But breaking news and boom. All these charges. What? I am telling you right now. I'm telling you. We're going to get some new breaking information. Either with Jen, more from Steph, or some type, maybe, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if after this segment, we get something where it says, hey, breaking news. Somebody, a third person connected to this, towards this poor baby. I'm like, a third person? Who? Could it be another friend of his that he was sharing the images with? I mean, he got the images from somewhere. Was he just Googling it on his phone? Because providers flag your phone for that. Where did he get it from? Is he part of a community? No, I don't think he's a traffic ringleader. No. But, excuse me? Excuse me? I wouldn't be surprised. Don't let it run past you. Don't let that run past you. Don't. You'd be very surprised. But let's not go too far, okay? Let's continue this video. I'll get to the super chats and stars in just a second. I kind of want to stay focused.
Ken, I'm wondering about how far back everything's going to go. They say, under the age of 12, right? 8 counts. Do we know how far it goes back? Do we know when Stephen Stearns entered the life of Madeline Soto, when he ended up, in her life, in her mother's life?
Not clear yet on how long they've been together, Jen and Stephen. The reading that came out today in the charges, we had about 35 pages come from the state attorney's office this afternoon. 60 charges, that's pretty impressive, made for a lot of reading. I've got to give credit to Kissimmee Police Department's forensics unit on this. But in reading some of the charges, or all the charges, you do kind of get a pattern with the dates. Well, first of all, the fact that we have separate charges for sexual battery of a child under 12 and then another set for a child from 12 to 18. I know when I was on last week, I wondered, we've got the one charge in the original 3 charges from 2022, and we're openly wondered, did this go on for the last 2 years, or was it just this one? And the fact that you have 2 flavors of charges here, under 12 and 12 to 18, tells you that it went on for more than that one. The dates that they provided for some of these offenses, the first set came in, and there's a couple interesting patterns here. The first set and the charges were under 12, June and July of 2019, and then from July and August of 2022. And in the second set, the charges for sexual battery on a child from 12 to 18, again, much of the month of June of 2023. They're all in June, July, and August when school's out. So that creates an interesting pattern. But there's nothing between 2019 and 2022, which I find interesting.
It's because he factory resetted his phone. I need to go on this panel. I need to talk to them. I you know what? I might just connect with Vinny. I might have to DM him. I might have to talk to him. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Because you only found what was on the phone. He factory reset it. You have tools and all this stuff and information that they extract from the phone as best as they can. You can't recover everything from a factory reset phone. You cannot. Some tools won't even let you. You could buy the most premium version. You're extracting these tools is meant to be permanently wiped away. He said there's a gap between 2019 and well, my friend, that doesn't mean necessarily he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. It means that either he didn't record it. He don't have to record to show proof that, hey, he didn't do it. That's the only evidence you're going to get. But that doesn't mean you're going to fully recover anything. No. Don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I will bet anything you want. He definitely was still doing these things. I'm telling you that right now. They only found what they found on the floor. That's on the phone. Just because there's a gap, that doesn't mean there's a gap of, oh, we don't have it, so he didn't do. No, he probably definitely did that. The guy did something. Again, he factory reset his phone. Put 2 and 2 together. Did he have that phone for a while? Hello? 5 years past, you had the same phone? Come on, guys. Put your brains together. Come on now. Not down their physicals, full body checkups. Well, that's how you would tell, though, right? Her private area, right? To see if it was, expanded or markings, Do they not do that in school or doctor checkups or something like that? Wonder Mommy, thank you so much for the super chat. Ashley, you too. Was Jen and Stefan SA'd as a child? I don't know if Jen was. I don't know if Jen was. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I don't know that. I do know she had some problems with her mentally. I think bipolar. That's the only thing I know. But as for her daughter, yes, we know that. Jamie Star with the 499 super chat says, physicals on children were never, ever included. Touching or looking in a... okay. It was never included. Okay. Now I know. You guys are teaching me things. Everybody, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Jennifer Lino at Facebook says, nope, only once they are become active sexually. Okay, I know that now. Keiko says, I'm afraid this isn't her first rodeo. Just first time getting caught. In what, Keiko? In what exactly? That's interesting.
Right, but that's a great pickup. You know, when school is out, that means she's home during the day, perhaps. There is access, Shannon Butler. Mom works, right? What do we know? I mean, does Stephen Stearns work, or did he just find someone who could put a roof over his head?
Well, it's a mystery. Ken, I don't know if you looked, but we looked back at the Facebook posts, and we could trace Stephen Stearns, what appears to be in the life of Madeline and Jen Soto, at least 6 years.
Wow.
Now, we don't know, because we've heard from different folks that maybe there was a period that maybe they had broken up and may not have been around. It depends on,
And I did the interview with Frank, and we confirmed it. Frank said that they were broken up. Now, that's where I come into play. Because I got that information. Oh, Vinny, I got to connect with you, brother. This is why people need to know about my channel, because we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Crystal, okay, wow, you guys are really, wow. Direct from Crystal. She said, with the 50, Jesus, Crystal Powell over at YouTube, she says, you deserve it. Crystal, that was so kind. Crystal with the direct. Crystal Powell on YouTube. She says, because you deserve it. Thank you so much for that direct donation. I really appreciate that so much. T with the 2 says, for may Maddie receive the justice for she deserves. I'll put that straight to Maddie. I got you, T. I am taking Venmo Cashapp directly if you want for Maddie. I'm finding a thing to gift in her honor. Plant a tree, a plaque, buy a star, what have you. We're going to do that for her. Hot Honey says, for since I can't gift memberships from my phone. Hot Honey. Debbie's in the chat for Crystal. Hot Honey in the chat. Hot Honey, thank you so much for that direct. I appreciate that. You can also send messages that I read on stream as well. I do that for you guys. Thank you. Hot Honey and Crystal. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much.
What the friends have to say, but at least the posts that we could find on social media went back as far as 6 years. There is that huge gap, but we don't know if this is the end, Vinny. We don't know if this is all they have. We don't know that we're not going to see more charges in that time. We then went to take a look at those posts, like how long he's been in her life. Then we're like, well, what does this guy do that he can pick her up and go to school? Because the mom a lot of times did work at night. And we couldn't find much. We found something that said that he was a realtor at some point. There was talk that he had worked at Disney. We actually had pictures from a friend that said he did. Disney says he did not work there. So we couldn't really find a very good history on...
It's Disney. Let me talk to you, Disney. We literally have a picture and a video of this jabroni doing this. Welcome to Disney. Disney. These nuts. I'm talking to you. We literally have photo and video. Crystal, Hot Honey. We literally have video, photos of him. He's doing this. Welcome. This way. We have him. Wow. Do you not want to help? This is a child. Don't you care about children? Well, guess what? One died and one is employed by you. So one child whose stepdaddy worked for you. Give me a break. Take some accountability. Help me. Help. Help me. Disney. Literally. He doesn't work here. Explain the, you know what? You know what? You know what? How about this? How about this, these nuts? How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? I'll do you a favor, Disney. Jesus, chicken strips. I can't even open up the damn app because I'm pissed off. Can't even help with a case. Where's the picture of this R-tard? Here it is. Explain this to me. Disney, these nuts, explain this to me. Explain that to me. Explain this to me. Explain this. Explain this McDonald's French fry worker. Explain this to me right here. I am so disappointed in you, Disney. And you for the children. It's for the children. Disney princess. Stop it. Because if you were, you would never lie. You would have cooperated with the police and gave any additional information to the police. Hand it over. I have a Disney. Disney, I will knock on your door and say, hey, Disney, did he work for you? No. You sure? Because I have this NPC GTA character in my phone. No, we haven't worked for... Literally, in my phone. How are you going to tell me that? Help with the case. Got me over here sweating. Jesus.
Where he worked or what he actually did for a living.
Unbelievable. Ken, any idea where mom is, like tonight or today, where she's staying, what her status is? Does she have a lawyer? Is she cooperating? Do we have any information along those lines?
Vinny, the only information that I've got, and this is second or third hand, is that she has a lawyer, and whether she's cooperating and that's the extent of it, whether she's cooperating or not. Something else I wanted to mention in those charges, in the lewd and lascivious charges, the 6 charges or so, they make reference to someone who had a familial or custodial authority. That pretty much hems in who this is and who did it. And something else I wanted to share. In the state of Florida now, as of 2023, Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill making sexual battery on a child under 12 a capital offense. So he could get the death penalty with a conviction here.
There we go. That is the ultimate question on today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. The death penalty. Before I do the other poll that I said about the pregnancy, I'm going to do a poll right now. Keiko or Starry, can you guys do polls on YouTube or no? I don't think you can. What charge should Stefan receive? YouTube, I'm going to put life, DP, you know what? I'm going to put a charge. I'm going to put none. You know what? I'm not going to add a third option. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can ask that question, all right? Start the poll. I just started. Facebook, you're next. What charge? All right. I'm going to put that charge right now. Let's finish playing this. I'll read all the super chats, guys. Just give me a second.
Now I do read that this could face some constitutional court challenges, but right here in the suburbs of Orlando, up in Lake County, there was a case on this back in February where a man was arrested, charged with sexual battery under 12, actually pled guilty and received life in prison. So even if we don't have murder charges yet, I would say if we do get murder charges and there's a conviction, there's a good chance of the death penalty here. But, we're already talking about the death penalty as a possibility before we even have a murder charge.
And I think that's the one thing No bond right now for him. He's not getting out on bond. And these charges, if they can prove them, and these are strong cases, these rarely go to trial because it's like video and digital evidence. I want to put something else on the screen. And I saw this report from the Orlando Sentinel that a St. Cloud man killed himself Tuesday as law enforcement officers were preparing to arrest him and his father for creating and distributing child pornography.
That is a Santa Claus, okay? That's a Santa Claus case with that guy who offed himself. Just letting you know what it is.
Henry Cox died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound before he could be served with a federal warrant for his arrest. St. Cloud police said in an email, James Cox, 79, was arrested and is currently being held in the Seminole County Jail without bond. The arrest comes after the St. Cloud police received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, alleging the IP address linked to Henry and James Cox's home was uploading graphic naked images of young girls, all really bad. And then they did a search of the home on January 19th where they discovered hundreds of pictures of naked children on laptops, over 50 videos.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Some of the images were filmed inside the home. Inside the home. Now here's why I bring this up tonight. Let's take a look at this map. Madeline Soto's home is in Kissimmee, Florida, right? Her body, we can show where her body was found. We'll take a look there. And that is, if you follow the trail, is just east of St. Cloud, St. Cloud proper, right over there in the brush. And then look at what's in the middle of this trail is the home of Henry and James Cox's, seemingly on the way. Now, is there anything that you've heard, Shannon, down in Central Florida, whether investigators are looking at whether there's any connection here, or is this just coincidental, the timing of all this and the location of all of this?
Chad, imagine a scenario took place where he did not took the life of Maddie. Hear me out. And please try to be open-minded. Okay? Don't have any type of confirmation bias that dwells in your mind. What if this man, we know about the Santa Claus thing, I did hear about that, and I told you it's a possibility. It is a possibility. What if he tossed out all her stuff and she was lifeless in the car because she didn't die? She wasn't dead. She was drugged. She was drugged by him. And took her to drop her body off. And then, since it's around there, going back around, he went to change his flat. We don't have any proof. There wasn't anything saying that he dumped her anywhere or anything like that. So I'm looking into a scenario. I didn't say it is, all right? It's just speculation, it's theory. And when he drugged her, that's why she's changed. She's changed. Black shorts from blue jeans. That's a crazy scenario. He didn't kill her. He drugged her. He drugged her, gave it to somebody else, and then they, you know what I'm saying? It's a big possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Or maybe he did do it. You know, maybe he did do it. Maybe he did. Lou says, thank you for all you do. Rest in peace, Madeline. Absolutely. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Victoria Cross with my name. Maddie had to have a complaint of pain down there, especially when going to, she would have to have. Oh, okay, Victoria. So they don't just check spontaneously. Okay. Well, that makes, I'm learning. That makes sense. That makes sense. Crystal Power, she says, no, even when they did the assessment on my daughter, they didn't do a paper smear. They could tell by the vaginal and anal scarring. So Crystal is an individual that called here, and she had a similar case to what Madeline went through. But, you know, her daughter is alive and well, thankfully. but she was, you know what? And she's basically telling us what they had to do. Thank you, Crystal, for selling that private information, for letting us know that, because something similar like what happened to Madeline Soto happened to your daughter. But thank you so much for telling me that. I pap smear. Yes, I appreciate that. Patricia, thank you so much, Patricia, for that. I appreciate that super chat. And Amber with a 10. Jesus, chicken strips. Guys, you're so generous. Why is everyone? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I don't deserve this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hot Honey says, I want to know why the mother was so clueless. Children show signs where they are being SA'd. Their behavior changes, eating and sleeping pattern changes. The way he spoke about her daughter was like a predator, sickening. I mean, in a way with the Reddit post, absolutely, Hot Honey. Absolutely. I can't imagine all the text messages he must have sent, Hot Honey. He must have. I mean, I don't know about behavior changes. I'm going to be honest. Maybe people who went through that can tell you that. But I'm just surprised, Hot Honey, with the mom. How did the mom not see any of this? For years, guys, 6 years, this guy has been doing this. And the mother, how, Mom? Tell us. Explain yourself. Shout out to Hot Honey for the super chat. Thank you, Hot Honey. I appreciate that. Des with a 999 says, took a quick break to say hello to the whole family and had to say Novesito. Hi, Des. How are you, Des? Thank you so much for stopping by, Des. We appreciate you. Melissa Smith. Thank you, Des. Melissa Smith with the super chat says, people who aren't in the system can get away with anything. But if you do one stupid thing with a teen, you have a record and get no mercy. When Disney vetted him, he came back clean. Really? They did do that. They just didn't, Melissa, they didn't give anybody information. They didn't give anybody information. Good super chat, Melissa. Good super chat. Crystal with the 5 gifted. Crystal, thank you so much. Crystal!
It was so weird that this story came up just a few days after because of that proximity. You know, the dad, the neighborhood kids called him Santa. It came up right after that. And we immediately thought, oh my gosh, is there some kind of weird ring going on in Osceola County? And that they were sharing pictures and things like that. There is no indication, at least right now, the U.S. Marshals, so that was more of a federal case. They're actually, the dad is being held in under federal custody. So right now there is no link to that, but there is a lot of talk about what was going on down there and if people were sharing pictures, if one knew the other. But so far, investigators have not said there's any link between them, but there's a lot of people wondering if someday there will be.
Ken, let me ask you, and Stefan, like, why is he out there in the St. Cloud area? Was there any information on that?
Well, why he was, they had a link to him being on a couple of roads that would link St. Cloud and Kissimmee that afternoon, the Monday afternoon when he went missing. I mean, it placed him, it helps place him where the...
Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that. This is crazy. Looking at this map, ladies and gentlemen, it's around where you live, your area. Look at that. Predator after predator from Kissimmee to St. Cloud. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. Close to you. You don't even know. Look at the map. They think that it's not related. They don't believe so. They said there's even found no proof of it. But damn, predator after predator, that's crazy. Amanda, thank you for becoming a supporter, Amanda Denny. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family over at Facebook, Amanda. How are you? Melissa Dunlap with the 500 stars. Melissa says, death is too easy these days. It's a needle, and they go bye-bye. No need to do that. What he did to her, and then some. Then I'm in for it. Eye for an eye, Melissa Dunlap. Eye for an eye over at Facebook. Well said. Lana at Facebook. Thank you for the 100 stars, Lana. I appreciate you. Diana with the 200 stars. Thank you. I appreciate you. Evelyn with 145 stars says, is there 40 counts? Is it just her and 40 different children? Evelyn, so it could be 2, 3, 4, 5 different children. It could be 1. It all depends on what he did, who he did it to, and when he did it. That's what matters on the count. If you do something with an individual on July, that's a charge. If you do it again in August, that's another charge. You get it? So it's a mix, Evelyn. I don't know the specific details. It wasn't given, but he has over 60 charges in total. The guy is a disgusting pus maggot. It's disgusting.
Body was found out there east of St. Cloud. I mean, that's Hickory Tree Road. There's some houses out that way. It's not a lot. It's not as wooded as people are talking. I mean, it is pretty, I guess, desolate would be a good way to put it.
Is it more swampy than more swamp than woods?
Yeah. It's more farmland. You're more likely to find cows than you would, swamp things out that way. But, you talked about the coincidence of the Cox case coming up at the same time that the Madeline Soto investigation is going on. Something else to mention, that same week, we had another teenager reported missing and go missing in Orange County. 15-year-old girl, the end of the week, right around the time where Madeline's body was found that week. So a lot of coincidences with this, and it makes for a lot of conversation, considering that this is on the top of everybody's mind around here in Osceola County.
Absolutely. Great job tonight. So glad both of you were able to come on. Shannon Butler, WFTV investigative reporter. Make sure you check out online if you don't live in Central Florida. And, of course, you can check out Ken Jackson's work on the Osceola News Gazette.
Let's move on to the new videos as of today. That was a video from late at night updating us on the charges. Now we are talking about, on this segment, about the charges, but what is coming after these charges. What is going to come after these charges on what he did to this beautiful girl? I know a lot of you guys were telling me that they're not going to put him in Gen Pop. I know, but I have never wished this so bad to put him. Does that make me a bad person? Everyone, Facebook, I'm talking to you. YouTube, I'm talking to you. Does that make me a bad person? I feel bad. Not that I feel bad, but I feel bad. I want to wish him. Let me shut up. I didn't want to say that. That'll get me flagged if I said that. Yvette with the 310 stars. She says, "Hey, Nove, I love you." Oh, Yvette, I love you too. Be honest, guys. Don't just say that because I'm Nove and I have a show, a podcast with followers. I don't care for that shit. Tell me raw in my face. Am I wrong for that? As a human being, I do feel really wrong for wishing that type of thing. You know what I'm talking about because of what he did to her. God is code said it makes you human. God is code. You I remember you from yesterday. You helped out. Why are you not a supporter? Why are you not part of the family? You did good yesterday. I appreciate that very much. K Cole with the 199 says, "Not Des super chatting while getting lashes done." K Cole, I think she's talking about Des, right? K Cole. Thank you, K Cole. Wonder Mommy with the 5 super chat says, "I sent you an email with pics. Jen's car has evidence tape parked at her sister's house." So I did see that. I've been seeing that, Wonder Mommy. I just didn't talk about that because I just didn't talk about that. You know what? We could talk about it. I already seen it though. I could study it again. I'll put it up on the screen. Can you please send it to Discord, or you can connect with Breezy or Keiko and they'll send it to Discord like immediately. And then I'll post a pickup of Jennifer's car with the tape on it. And I'm getting a cramp in my kidney. Breezy with the 2. She says, oh my gosh. Breezy and Keiko, you guys are nuts. Thank you so much, Breezy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Breezy. Susan Harden with the 2. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you. John Schutz. John, thank you so much, brother, for the 5. Oh my God. Thank you, John. Crystal Paul with the 50 half a bun. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. You and Hot Honey, and you guys are wilding out today. Crystal, thank you so much. Damn it, Crystal. Crystal sent a honey bun. We're going to get the horns for that. She had behavior changes. Mom took her to the doctor. That's where she was supposed to have gotten ADHD diagnosis. The problem is general medicine doctors can't diagnose mental health. Only psychiatric professionals. Oh. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's probably why she said it 50, because she's like, no, you need to read this. I didn't know that. Only psychiatric professionals can diagnose people like that. So, Crystal, let me ask you a question, since you know this. Since the mom is diagnosed with bipolar, can psychiatric professionals diagnose her for that? No, stop using the Lord's name in vain. All right, let's watch this new video. All right, we are finally up to date. Let's get that photo of the car. See if we can get that. And Crystal. Okay, let's get that picture real quick. Where did she put the picture at? You have to put it. Can you put it on Novesity staff? Novesity staff, if you can, please. Ruby on Facebook says, I'm bipolar too. Ain't general doctor. Neurological for ADHD. Okay. No, please read your text messages. Kathleen, I don't have a phone to have text messages. That number is for calls. That's not for like texting me and I can respond to you. That's not for that. You can do that on Facebook. This is a great super chat. I didn't know this.
Suspect in a death investigation is facing 60 new charges. Good evening, I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. Stephen Stearns was arrested nearly 2 weeks ago on child sex abuse charges as investigators search for 13-year-old Madeline Soto at the
These are new videos, ladies and gentlemen. New videos. Facebook, hit that share button for me. 73 shares. We're almost at 100. YouTube, we got over 1,000 people watching. Only 500 likes. Come on, YouTube. I would appreciate that so much, guys, if you hit that like button for me. Thank you, guys.
Time he was dating Maddie's mother and claimed to have dropped that teen off for school the day she was reported missing. Madeline's body was later discovered in a rural area in St. Cloud. And earlier today, Eyewitness News obtained new documents detailing additional allegations against Stearns. Investigators say they found over a dozen pictures and videos of child porn on his phone. A disturbing case. Our Rafael Perez is joining us live right now from the state attorney's office to break down these findings. And Rafael, it's been more than a week since Maddie's body was found, but so far no one has been charged with her disappearance or her death.
Yeah, so far, no one has been charged in her death. But once again, her mother's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, facing more than 60 new charges tonight. These charges, so disturbing, so gruesome. We actually can't detail them on the air here. But if he is found guilty, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. This is Stephen Stearns when he was
arrested. This video so much, it's irritating.
Arrested 2 weeks ago. He was taken in for sexual battery and possession of child sexual abuse material and named the prime suspect in the disappearance of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. 2 days later, her body was found in St. Cloud. Fast forward to now, and Eyewitness News has learned Stearns is facing 60 additional charges filed by the state attorney on Monday. 36 pages lay out each of the horrific crimes allegedly committed by Stearns. All of the charges are...
Look at this. Look at these charges, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed it on the podcast yesterday, if you missed it, this is it. Crystal!
Based on pictures and videos investigators say they found on his phone.
He's being held on charges that will guarantee that he's not being released, and just on the recent charges could serve the rest of his life in prison.
They include 40 counts of possession of child porn, 7 counts of molestation, and 13 counts of sexual battery on a minor. Some of the battery charges investigators say were committed by Stearns while he was in a position of familial or custodial authority and on a child younger than 12. And even though in 2023, the Florida legislature made capital sexual battery on a child less than 12 punishable by the death penalty, Stearns right now is not facing death.
Based on the pictures and the evidence recovered, the acts occurred prior to
19th of... Okay, so this date is super important because it is the only proof that we have of it being the earliest date, ladies and gentlemen, that he started to commit these horrific crimes. This is 2019. She's 8 years old here. Again, I'm going to say this again. I must reiterate. They only know this date because it's on the phone. I would not second guess this scumbag for not 1 second that he did something to her before even thinking of... He was like, oh, wait a minute. I could use my phone to do this disgusting stuff. What about the things that he didn't record, ladies and gentlemen? He didn't picture. None of these things. You understand? Thank you, Breezy. I saw your message on Facebook. Precious Carmelo says, he started saving. Yes, Precious Carmelo. You're right. Diane says, but there are charges for under 5 also. That is the charges. Shannon over at Facebook says, I bet he pleads out. You think so, Shannon? Shavana over at Facebook says, that's also the beginning summer vacation. Facebook is spitting facts. Literally. Julia Shank, I didn't get your message, but I see it. It says, just wanted you to know I can't wait till you quit your job. It says Julie Shank with the 1999. Yes, I made a promise to you guys that I will do this full time. Once I get 700 members, then I'm serious. I said that. I didn't say that yesterday. Facebook. I didn't tell ya. I did a secret live on YouTube. It's up on YouTube. You can see it. It's kind of a test live that I did. I'm not sure if I said it or not, but once I hit 700 members, then I will be doing Novesity full time. You'll be seeing more of my ugly face. Thank you, Julie Shank. I appreciate you. Let's get back, and I want to know more about this date because prior towards this, definitely this man he definitely did something. Absolutely. He definitely did. The guy's a scumbag. He's a scumbag. He's nasty. He's disgusting.
to 2023, then they're just not they're not eligible for the new enhancement because they occurred prior to that law being enacted.
And while investigators say they have evidence of Stearns moving Madeline's body the day she went missing, as of right now, he hasn't been charged in her death.
I think a lot of people are going to ask, why is there no murder charge?
There's no rush to bring that charge. The state is going to take their time. The defendant is locked up.
Told y'all, they're going to take their time, guys. That's why you didn't. Didn't we learn? Didn't we learn? Didn't we learn that they are focusing on the what charges? People were like, why they didn't get him on homicide? Chill. Let them focus on the CP and the SA. That murder charge is going to come. Just because you didn't see it now, that don't mean you're not going to see it next week. Oh, just wait. Just wait. Wait. I friggin' said this. I said this. Say it again.
Murder charge.
There's no rush to bring that charge.
There's no rush. He's in custody. Where's he going to go? Through the wall? He's going to disappear? Alakazam. No. He's in the wall. He's done. Why they're going to take their time, get it right. Rather take your time to get it right than speed through the process and get it wrong. You don't want a mistrial. Woo. Jesus Christ. Oh, let me not say that. You know? We got it. I know somebody just said, Shavana says, no rush, no. We need answers. You want answers quickly or incorrect, or you want answers that are precise, correct, and get them to the full extent? What did Facebook say? The results are in on Facebook. 31% get him life in prison, 69% death penalty. You want the DP? Well, let them do it right. Let them do it right. Let's end the poll for YouTube. YouTube says 30% says life in prison. 70% said DP over at YouTube. Holy chicken strips. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm telling y'all. Let them get it. Let them get it. 56, I don't know what your name is. T? Frank said that Stern had Lanesta, in my opinion, Stems drugged Maddie. She died. The first court doc states the level F of was unconscious. Abuse the victim was unconscious. But unconscious can mean it can mean a couple of things. But you're right. It could be drug related. You're right. It could be. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. Melissa Smith again. Jesus Christ, Melissa, I'm gonna catch a heart attack. She said extreme trauma can damage your brain. Mom and daughter could have psychosis, a complete break with reality. If mom gets sent to a psychiatric hospital for life, I heard that it's worse than prison. That's crazy. I have never thought about that. Is she really, do you think she's that deep into like not being okay in the head? Like the mom? Damn, that's crazy. You guys are thinking a little deeper than me. That's crazy. Let's continue the video. I know there's more super chats. I will get to that in just a second. Hot Honey says, I only wild out for you, Nove. My love is really genuine. I will say it to your face one day. Oh, Hot Honey. Damn, Hot Honey, you do not play. Thank you so much, Hot Honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
The state is going to take their time. The defendant is locked up with zero prospects of getting out during the investigation.
Joe Casterford, a criminal defense attorney unassociated with this case, says prosecutors would want to make sure they have all the evidence possible if they decide to bring that charge and make sure they've looked at all the aspects of this case.
If anybody assisted or not only in the perpetration of the crime, but was aware of any sexual molestation and did nothing, anybody that was aware of this and did not step up is potentially exposed.
So Kissimmee PD, they are the lead agency in this investigation. Neither them or the state attorney's office could tell us when we might see charges filed in Madeline's death, but we do expect to see additional charges as the state attorney's office continues to build its case. Now reporting live in Orlando, I'm Rafael Pires, WFTV Tonight.
It's just a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to build that case. Now to see about the life in prison and death penalty, ladies and gentlemen, with your statistics shown through Facebook and YouTube, let's see what we can actually uncover here. Life or death? That is this is the topic of this podcast. We will be getting to, what is going to be said about the mom. I know you guys want to talk about the mom and what does she know? What does she know? Janet, thank you for the 100 stars. Janet says, never thought the mother have had a nervous breakdown. Oh, people, I respect that opinion. I mean, we never know, I want to know the truth. I would love to know the truth. Seema Bonner over at YouTube with the 100. I'm sorry, your bubble didn't pop up, so I couldn't put it on the screen. She says, there was a live stream today where a guy called in and claiming to know the POS is saying that there is a whole CP of trafficking ring that is about to get exposed. I want to say, you guys sent me clips, screenshots, and all this stuff about this interview that someone did. I don't, let me give you the truth of the, I really don't want to comment, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that someone's story is fake, right? I'm not going to say that. And I have no right to say that. And I hope that it wasn't real. I just hope that everyone's okay. But you guys were sending me that this person, when you in public, when you go live talking about cases like this with this beautiful girl, you must be careful with other variables at play. You got to be very careful what you say out your mouth. You got to be very careful what you say out your mouth. People would believe anything. They would believe absolutely anything because they have a connection to it or another reason. So with this phone call, I don't know what this, I was told of the story. I'm not saying that it's fake, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that was real. I'm not. I was told of it. I already know about it. People come to my channel to know, if you come to my channel, you're going to know a fact or bullshit. End of story. So from what I heard and, what I study and stuff like that, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this, remember the girl that she was actually sex trafficked and she showed proof and everything and she killed the guy that was doing it and they did all the examinations. She showed her proof and everything. And she did time in jail. Even after she showed proof, that's evidence of something that they looked over, a team to collected evidence. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So I can't sit here and tell you that I was told that the guy said that. I was told that the guy said in the interview that he said Jesus blinded his enemies and he was escaped or something like that. I can't sit here and that was the interview. The guy said that in the interview, right? I'm telling you what I was told. And I'm not saying he's a lie or he's not. I can't say that. But let me tell you something. Never lie on anything. There's consequences to that. Especially you'll be liable. You will get sued. I will never play in my life. Let me tell you something. I have integrity and credibility. I will never lie on this case. Not for profit, not for fame, not for nothing. And I said this to a few individuals. Absolutely not. But I would never, ever, 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 I would never say things that I know that cannot be proven. I would say speculation and allegedly in theory, absolutely. Freedom of speech runs Novesity. I believe, and that's my American right, period. But just make sure you say speculation. But when it comes to stuff like this, and then somebody telling me that this guy said certain things in some interview, I'm not going to sit here and say he's lying or he's telling the truth. As of now, I have my opinion on it. Until I get evidence of something, I will scan the internet. I will talk to whoever, and I'll give you proof, as I do in this case. God, I gave you guys so many friggin' evidence, and I also gave you some speculation on some thought. But I have no desire, respectfully, I'm saying it please, kindly to whoever that was or whatever it was, I don't know, that I have no desire to entertain a specific genre such as that, like when it comes to somebody saying that God shined a light and it blinded. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. I speak based on in the now, in the happening. I need evidence. I need it raw. I need the science, the data, and I need the report. I need to show people that this is happening. You know, and I just tell you guys to, you know, tread softly, okay? I don't know who showed that thing. I don't want to know. May God bless him and whatever he does. I don't know. I really don't know. But just be careful what you show, because you will be liable. Big time. You will. Let me tell you something. We learned that even Stefan's parents can sue. Keep that in mind. That's why I'm very careful. Very, 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 very careful. Shout out to Goddess and John in the chat. They became Novesity class members. Welcome to the family. Now, if you believe in it, guys, that I respect you. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I love you still. You are welcome here. You reign freedom of speech. You can even talk about it in the chat. Fine, but it's not a fact. Do not just say here, hey, that guy said this he called in and said that. When I spoke to Frank, I asked him some questions. He gave me the text messages from Stern. He gave it to me. He said, hey, bro, you want this? You want more pictures? You want this? I have this. I have this. I'm like, whoa. And he told me I'm not going to do any more interviews because people thought I was a bad person. He says, not you. No, you're fine. You did good by me, but I can't do it no more. I said, I'm so sorry for you, Frank. I'm so sorry. This case has taken a lot out of us. And the one thing that I would never let happen is for a person to believe things that actually didn't happen. You must be careful. You can't mix theory and fact. You can't mix maybe or if or I saw it without fact, evidence or something. You must identify both of them and distinguish it accordingly, or you will be confused. And I would never confuse my audience. I would tell them, hey guys, maybe, possibility. Oh my gosh, this is true, this is not. You must be careful. You don't want a false game of telephone. I must tell you that. I don't mean to talk too much. I'm so sorry. This is my passion. And people rely on me, and I must get it correct. And end of story. I'm done talking about it. I'm done. I know people saying, watch the interview. I saw the comments. Maybe not. I'll maybe watch it. Maybe not. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. I'm just hearing about it. Okay. Man, I missed a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. He tried to sell his book. What? Melly says, come to California. Favorite channel, only facts here. CA California, Melly? Thank you. You're from Cali? All right, Melly Belly. Melly Belly. All right, let's continue, guys. Let's get the next video here after Gabriella's super chat. The mom knew she is playing dumb. Her time is coming. I wonder if the girls got her. Excuse me, I'm burping. You guys really believe that the mom is like, she's done. She's done. Damn. Thank you so much, Gabriella. Gabriella, let me tell you something. If the mom is guilty, she can't go nowhere. She can't take flight. Trust me. No.
Stephen Stearns will never get out of jail if convicted of the 60 new charges filed against him this week.
Yeah, that is what a former officer turned professor says about the lead suspect in 13-year-old Madeline Soto's death. WashU's Megan Mulatto found out why there is still no charge specifically for her death.
No matter what, he's not getting out of jail.
Tell him.
Professor of forensic studies.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Yo, I'm over here looking at your comments. I'm trying to, work. And all I hear is, who said this? He said this? You better preach. Bozo. You guys got to come up with a nickname for this disgusting person. I can't stand him. Get him out of my face. Ill. Okay. We got to come up with something. I love that. Say it again.
No matter what, he's not getting out of jail.
Professor of forensic studies at Florida Gulf Coast University, David Thomas, says if Stephen Stearns is convicted, he will never see a day outside a jail cell.
Originally, they charged him, I think it was 1 or 2 charges in the very beginning. And that's fine because they got him off the phone. And so now what they've done is they've done a complete forensic analysis. There's no doubt in my mind that's exactly what they did. And he has recorded almost every incident that he had.
Stearns is the lead suspect in the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. He was arrested for several charges, including sexual battery with a child, after detectives found pictures and videos on his phone. Then they found more evidence, leading the state attorney's office to file 60 new charges against him Monday, including 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child and 8 counts of sexual battery on a child under 12. The charges, enough to be sentenced to life in prison if convicted.
Capital felonies means that he'll face life, he'll be in prison for life. And there's no doubt in my mind they have the evidence to secure, to make those charges, they have the evidence to support that.
Thomas says.
So that's what that means. I am learning so much from these new videos and from you guys. I want to take the time to say thank you to you. I'm learning something new here. I didn't know that. That guy is good.
Now the question is life in prison or the death penalty if Stearns is charged with Madeline's murder. He says there's likely already enough circumstantial evidence to charge Stearns with murder, but he thinks detectives with Kissimmee Police want to make sure their case is sealed.
Is give law enforcement and give the medical examiner's office an opportunity to do their job, because it takes time to do a great forensic analysis. Is they want to make sure that justice is served and served properly.
In Kissimmee, Megan Mulatto, WESH 2 News.
Damn. So he is yo, chat, then that's good. Chat, he ain't never getting out. Just like that he said, he ain't never getting out. 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 Let's see here real quick. Brittany Polo with the 100 stars says, Ron DeSantis changed laws where DP includes SA against children. Also, yes, I read that. Yes, I read that, Brittany Polo, yes. So I am trying to still talk to someone who would know for sure, like, will he get the death penalty, guys? Will he get the death penalty? Nick says, brother, you're an awesome person. Keep it up. I never miss an episode. Oh, Nick Terrell, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you so much. Marie Paul with the 100 stars says, hey, Nov, I live in Florida. All we get is he was arrested, but I think everyone that was with him, the mom is very, I don't know what that word is, interested in this? Why did she disappear? Think mom knew as soon as it was quit. Oh, I think mom wanted to live the good life. You think it was about money, Marie? That's what you're saying? It's about money? Corinne says, no activity. 2020 through COVID. That's probably, they wasn't. You know what I just realized when you said this? How was it how did he do all that stuff in the house if mom was at home during COVID? Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Let's back this up. You never read my comments. Jeannie Q Love, I just read your comment. I have two chats. I have Facebook and I have YouTube. It's difficult, okay? Please understand that. Please, my job is very hard. Let's go back. Hold on real quick. How wasn't there a time where you had to stay at home? What was her job? The petting before the wait, what is her job? Can somebody tell me what she do for work? Don't tell me like you think or what some other podcaster. I want to know, do we have any in an article, testimony, anything that we know that she, what did she do? Probably recording of how the fuck did she? Not everyone didn't work during COVID. I worked all through the way through it. But what did she do to have still hearsay? Melly says, I heard Jen was in some of those photos. Ooh, Melly, I hope. Oh, what? That's a crazy comment. Really? That's wild. Melly, that's wild. Melly, that's wild. And thank you for saying hearsay, Melly. See, that's a good way to put the comment. That's crazy. Jen was in some of the photos. That's crazy. Maybe Jen was also involved in it, says Sammy. Well, if she was, they would have found the pictures. They would have. If this is true, they would have convicted her. She would have known about it. If she was in the photo, that means she knew about it. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. They would have. Are they building the case knowing that they made a mistake against her? Ooh, this is tough. These are good questions. You guys are. Oh, I'm loving the chat. I'm loving the chat. Wasn't she a dog sitter? That's what Ashley gave me as one of her businesses, and Ashley was correct. She was correct. Daniela Williams says, ladies and gents, he is not going to be able to catch all the comments. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you for saying that. Oh my gosh, thank you. Marella Lopez over at Facebook says, my question is, when this evil monster was doing the videos with Maddie, who was behind the phone filming? I mean, he would hold the camera, Marilla. I don't think nobody needed to hold the phone. It's just he was the one that would hold the camera. You know? I got to know what she did.
February 25th should have been a...
All right, everyone. This is actually a brand new video. What happened inside the Madeline Soto's home. In the home. You guys want to watch this? All together? Put your headphones in, sit back and relax. I promise you I won't interrupt. I won't interrupt this video as much. I super promise. Let's help Novesity out. Please smash the like button. Aw, Tig, that's sweet. Yes, guys. YouTube, can we hit the like button? Can we get to 1,000 YouTube? I would appreciate that. Facebook, hit the share button for me, Facebook. I just need 5 more shares. That's all. Precious Carmelo, only if you have an executive badges. For what, Precious Carmelo? You have a badge. You have a regular badge. And Jen also worked after closing to clean the part. She worked at Disney. Didn't she work at Disney as well? Right? Didn't she work at Disney? Bridget says, I can't relax watching anything about this case. All right, let's go. Everybody says yes. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's watch this updated video. Hit that like button for me, YouTube. Would appreciate it. Oh, if you're brand new, hit the subscribe button for me, by the way, or follow her over at Facebook. Hit the follow button and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Thank you guys so much.
Day for Madeline Soto, her 13th birthday, celebrating a new phase in her life, becoming a teenager. There was a party, but her mother, Jen Soto, could not make it. But her mother's live-in boyfriend was there, Stephen Stearns, a man who had been in Madeline's life for at least a couple of years. In fact, Jen referred to him as Madeline's stepfather, even though they were not married. The next day, Jen and Stephen say Stephen gave Madeline a ride to school. They also say Madeline was embarrassed and did not want to get dropped off in front of the school, so she was dropped off at a church parking lot less than half a mile away. That's the last time they say anyone had contact with her. Investigators say the evidence paints a much different picture. They claim they have evidence of Stearns dumping Madeline's laptop and backpack in a dumpster and have images of Madeline dead inside Stearns' car. Madeline never made it to school and was found 4 days later in some brush 22 miles from their home in Kissimmee, Florida. Stearns was arrested after images of Madeline being sexually assaulted were allegedly found on his phone, some dating back to when Madeline was just 11. But at this point, there have been no charges related to her death. And tonight, there are new charges in the case involving sex crimes and pornography involving Stephen Stearns. What was he doing with all these images? And what about Madeline's mom? Where is she? We look for answers tonight as we continue to investigate the tragic life and death of Madeline Soto.
I'm Vinny Politan. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Closing Arguments. And this is big news in the case involving Madeline Soto. New charges tonight. But with all of this, I have a ton of questions. And questions we'll try to answer. I don't know if we can answer all of them, but let's begin here. Like, what did he do to her? What did he do to her? If this man is in fact the one responsible for everything he's been accused of, what exactly did he do to her?
You know, I have to stop this. That was the full one, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on real quick. That was the full one. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming soon.
That was the video that was prior. I believe one video was gone. I believe it's deleted. I think it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. I do. So one was, it was another segment on him. Okay. So it was another segment that was published on video on its own. And it was discussing the similar statements as what he said on what he did to her and at home. And how if the mom, how could the mom not know what was going on in the house? Because before or after COVID, what have you, how can you not know, not once, or your child not say anything? Like, one of those has to be, had to come out. Damn it. So so he must have put that on his video. I do apologize. While being in Osceola County Jail, Stephen Stearns had one visitor, his father. One time, his father went to visit him. I hope his father spit at him. Son, you're disgusting. You destroyed that little girl, and you did all this. I hope that's what happened. I mean, it seems to me like everyone is consoling him. How do I know that? Well, let's take a look at this image. This was your daughter, and you consoled him. You consoled the man who brutally assaulted your daughter and maybe if committed a homicide act on her. And you know who else is consoling him? His papa. His papa's consoling him, ladies and gentlemen. And now, I know this was shown before. Now, how can I confirm that this is the sister's house? Well, I would need to get an address, and I would have to try to see if it looks the same place as the address. Or I can cross-reference the license plate, which is not visually shown as much. But people were telling me, hey, they saw that this was crime. You said, what was the word? Crime scene tape? What was it, ladies and gentlemen? What was the word? Just need a name. K. Cole. Does anybody know her sister's name? I totally forgot her name. Evidence tape. Excuse me. Okay. Well, you know me. Let's do the research, ladies and gentlemen. Evidence tape over at... Okay, evidence tape comes in many forms. Yellow, red, orange, blue, what have you. Let's take a look here. I see a hint of, you see that? This one has a bit of a different color. This is on a closed door. See, if that door was open, you see, look very, you know what's strange about this is that, oh, wait a minute. So how does she get inside her door if this is going over the line? You see that? You see that? That's going over the line. I thought they would need to take the car. Stephanie is her name. Okay, Stephanie is her name. Stephanie is her name. Stephanie Soto. Caution tape. Caution tape would be yellow, Melly Belly. That would be yellow. This one is red, and I see a little bit of a yellow tint. So I'm looking at this. Evidence. Look at that. Look, you see that? Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got something over here, but we knew this. We knew this already. I didn't show this because I think it was not that much important, but it's just so easy to crack this, honestly. Take a look at this on the left side. You see that? And then look at this. Over that line. You see that? Now, that could have been cut and not peeled off. Like how this she could have just opened it and not take it off. It could have just been cut. You close it, it's there. You can just easily just not cut it. Oh, we need 200 more likes over at YouTube. Good job, guys. Good job. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Crime scene tape. Evidence tape. Evidence tape. Courtney MOA, YouTube says, from my understanding, she's not allowed to drive the car as it's tape. Ah, okay. Okay, I see. Wonder Mommy says the tape is placed after the car has been searched, so they know when stores open. The tape is placed after the car has been searched. So it has already been searched. That's why we see tape there. Interesting. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys like to take some calls today? I'm going to let everybody say that. How would you like that? We take a few calls today. And I love to hear theories, honestly. Shout out to Tracy Morris. I don't know who you are, but you said, I am a silent viewer, but thank you. I wish you would hit the streets and take this on the road. Thank you for being a class act always. Tracy Morris, thank you so much for the Venmo. I so appreciate you, Tracy Morris. Thank you. I'm humbled and I'm thankful. I wish I would take this to the streets. Tracy, I'm promising you very soon. You might not believe me or know me, but I would literally go there. See the easement? I will go there. I will go there. I just need to save the fundings that everyone is sending, and you guys are doing it, and I thank you. Just one day at a time. As I continue to save, I can go on the street. I did it before during the riots and Black Lives Matter. I can do it again. I just need to reach 700 members and save money for the gear to do it. And I promise you, Tracy, I will do it. You will see this guy travel on the plane, get on there, talk, knock on Jen's door. Hey, Jen, listen, what the fuck? Why do you have contradictions? What's going on? Knock on his sister. Talk to the grandma. Have Des on three-way so she can translate the grandma for me, or whoever speaks Spanish. I will go on foot. Absolutely. No problem. Novesity is a true crime podcast, but it started off on foot. That's where it originated from. And that's where I'm going to get it back to. I'm going to go on foot. I got you. Trust me. That's a promise. Yes, phone calls. All right, guys. You already know what the deal is. No, sent you the address for the most recent. Ooh, okay, Cole. Well done. Okay, just make sure it's accurate. Look at you becoming in the W in the win. 700. It's 700. Okay, we got an address, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what is going on here. Is this confirmed, Keiko? Can you message that in the staff section, please? I want to be very sure if it's confirmed. Here it is, guys. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, maybe you can get a necklace with Maddie's birthstone. Oh, for the bio dad. Ooh, Sally, I actually like that. A necklace for Maddie. Chat, what do you think about that? So this is the house, huh? This is the house. Let's take a look at the lawn. Okay, don't judge me. The way how I do the investigation, please don't call the phone number. Just text with your name. I'll give you a call. All right, let's have a look. Okay, a pothole. That looks a little permanent. On the left, a little dirt patch. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this? Hold on, chat. Cole, how sure are you? Because either two things are wrong here. Either the car is not parked at the sister's house and somewhere else, or this is not the sister's house. Wonder Mommy's with the 2 super chat. She said, allegedly, that's her sister's house. But this is... Okay. Not the same house. It's not. Blue tarp on the roof. Yes, I see that. But it's not the same house, chat. It's not. Is there a way you can cross-reference that, K. Cole? I met Maddie in 2020. She went to elementary school with my daughter, and she did not look like she was being abused back then. She looked happy. You met Madeline? Floor, would you like to call in? I would love to ask you just a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Just a couple of questions. If you don't mind, Floor. You met your daughter. Floor, please, that would help me so much. Floor, I promise you, I'm different. I would love to talk to you. I would love to. I would love to. Floor, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. That house belongs to Alvarado. Who's Alvarado? No, she's not going to have her car parked out. I mean, it has evidence tape, you know. I don't know, Maria. I don't know. Okay. If this is an individual that actually spoke to Madeline Soto, I would love to. I would love to. That's a TikTok fake, says Kenna with the 199. What is? That's not Stephanie's house? Floor, I'm not sure if you heard my question. I appreciate your super chat. Is there a way that I can call you and we can have just a quick conversation? I would love to ask you because you said you met, right? I met Maddie in 2020. She went to elementary school with my daughter. I would love if, please, like, I don't mean no disrespect, but truthfully, if you did, truthfully, I'm just trying to help here. I would love to have you in a conversation on the phone. Okay, Floor? Mods, if she says anything that she would like to get in contact with me, ASCP connect with her with me, okay? A person being abused doesn't always show its physical on the outside, though, Novesity. Oh, yes, Melly, you're spot on. Absolutely. Melly, you're spot on today, girl. What's going on with you? Okay. I don't know who I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Remember, guys, with the phone calls, right? Please, if I call, can you pick up? Because sometimes I call and you guys just don't pick up. Okay? Hello, Clara. How are you? This is No from Novesity. How are you doing today?
Hey, no, good.
Perfect,
Say,
perfect.
just a couple of theories that have been bouncing around in my head.
Absolutely.
Wondering why Maddie now is deed rather than earlier. And my thinking is if he had baby porn on his phone, that she probably outgrew him.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying he had a specific acquired of taste. I don't want to say the words you said.
Right. Yep.
I don't want to say those words, but he probably it outgrew his tastes. Okay.
She outgrew his taste.
Okay.
Maddie
I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying. That is definitely a possibility. It seems to me that he had some type of specific taste because they ranges from all the younger ages, you know. Breezy, can you post a number and I'll pin it on your Facebook? That's sick, man. If oh man, that would be sick. So then why would he kill her?
Well, because she was no longer of use for him.
Couldn't he just not continue what he was doing?
Well, he could stop it, but then he wouldn't have any control over mom or her. So then she could like spill off.
So basically, like he just didn't want her to tell.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's one of my theories. And then the other one is just I've shared a little bit of background. I was in a home for about 3.5 years where I was abused several times a day. I won't go into details, but with that, the female parent would be close to my location. So how she did not know over that time span, I have not a clue. Mine never went to court because it would have been the first case back in the day in my county, and no one wanted to take it because it would have been against the county. So anyway, so with that, I know that she had arranged for me to be like in his office and help organize his books, quote unquote, so it was just him and I in the office. Or that, like, if I was in the bathroom, he wanted the door unlocked. And if he made a scene, he would get mad at me because he couldn't get in. So anyway, so there's no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so she had to know something.
So-
I mean, if it went on for this amount of time, she had to be aware of something, even if she was in denial.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's why she is where she is right now, is because maybe the reality is finally hitting her. But she would have had to know deep down what was happening and probably allowed it if it left her alone. Maybe she was okay with it.
She was like terrified, right?
Yeah.
That's why she probably didn't open her mouth. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I mean, I've healed. I'm okay. And I'm in a good spot in my life. But I just, my gut tells me Mom knows. Mom knew it. Mom allowed it. Mom probably even, I mean, if I was aware that something was going on, there's no way he would be taking my daughter to school. There is no way he would be in the same house as I am.
Preach.
And so, yeah. So, for her to, even if they were not a couple at times, for her to have him there, it's like, why? Why would you, if I'm not in the relationship with you, why would I allow you to be exposed to my teen daughter?
Right. I'm just.
Or my preteen daughter.
I'm surprised. Like, if this was going on for 6 years, how could you have not known that?
Exactly. And she's aware. And yeah. I mean, even if you're in denial, you're aware. I mean, you kind of start questioning in your heart and in your soul that, hey,
so
there's too much attention going on between these two people.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. In your case, you said someone new?
So I went to a school counselor who said, I'm going to pretend this conversation never happened. This is a guy who prays at our graduation, and his son is one of the starters on our basketball team. I'm not touching this.
What?
I went to a pastor at a church, and he said, you know what? This guy is a leader in a tri-state area. I'm not touching it.
So because he had a specific position, they did not want to. Oh my God.
Yep, and it was early. I mean, we're talking early when this was all coming out, like child abuse was actually starting to get filed and be noticed and whatever. So yeah, I mean, that's why I follow these cases, because it's like, you know what, victims have a right to be protected. They have a right to be heard. They have a right for a voice. And there are innocents that are also attached. I mean, I feel so bad. I just listened to a broadcast yesterday of an interview with one of the, not Madeline's case, but anyway, it was with the grandparents of one of the other cases, and they're trying to come up with a new law.
Okay.
So this never happens again. I want to say is it an abuse?
Sorry?
Huh?
I'm sorry, say that again, that last part?
Oh, they're trying to pass a new law.
Okay.
For the gal that they lost, and trying to get. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, Riley's
It's
case.
the Riley Lakin law, right?
Yep. And they're going to be advocating for that. And so I just want to be a voice out there saying, you know, we need to. I mean, I don't know why everything is happening. I mean, we have a whole generation of young adults that are into drugs, sex, whatever, and aren't really working. And then we have our next generation getting killed off. It's like, come on, people, let's respect life.
You're preaching, right?
Anyway, but those are just some thoughts I wanted to share tonight, Nove. And thank you again for what you do. And I'm passionate about what you guys do. And Star and everybody that's coming alongside and doing. You guys are great. I really appreciate all everybody does behind the scenes as well.
Clara, you are great.
So thank you guys.
You are great. And I love the way you articulated yourself just now. And you are absolutely correct. Something must be done. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You are absolutely correct. Thank you so much. Wonderful call. Thank you.
Thank you, no. Bye.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye now. Man, that lady was preaching. Floor, you said you have no problem calling Floor Ortiz. The number is it's on YouTube. Can we post that number one more time, mods? And I'll pin it this time on YouTube. Floor, can you please text your name and say, hey, it's me? You know, I would appreciate that so much. If you knew Maddie, you knew her, you met her, you and your daughter, please, this will help get awareness. What's happening? How was she? Anything. Sammy with the 50, half a honey. Sammy says, new here, finally found it. Super chat, finally. Love your channel and how passionate you are in making sure facts are right first and foremost. Well, Sammy, who is Sammy? No, how you know all about me and I don't know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that support. W's. Sammy, that's all I'm about. Facts, keeping it real, scavenging for as much evidence, the truth, helping these people. Absolutely. And Sammy, I appreciate you. Please, guys, do not call the number. Text with your name. I would appreciate that, okay? Text with your name. Please text with your name. And guys, I'm giving everybody, as of today, only 5 minutes. It has to be 5 minutes. I have to cut you off because so far, how many people just text me? Look at the top number, 79 people. 79. Please, I would appreciate it. Yes, Keiko, that's fine. You can do that. It's perfectly fine. All right, let's get, all right, we got another caller. Floor, if you knew Maddie, please. Live interview right here.
Hello?
Hello, Buffy. This is Noah from Novesity. How are you?
I'm good. Am I on the air?
Yeah, you're live here on Novesity.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, what I don't get is both of them, the mother and the boyfriend, both stated that we dropped her off in the beginning. And then at the end, they both changed their statement that they said, no, it was just the boy.
Hold on real quick. I'm so sorry.
Two things on that. One was that maybe they both actually dropped her off, her body off. And then he decided that he was just going to take the heat, or that she didn't know nothing, but he said, they're going to blame me, just say that you saw her that morning and that, that we dropped her off. And then she had to change it to just him because they knew that he was in the car with the girl, when they had the pictures.
Mm-hmm. So what is the theory you're saying here, if you don't mind me asking?
So I'm thinking there's either two of them. One is that he threatened her, or said that, they're going to go put me in jail. They're just going to look at me, just say, you know what, we dropped her off. And then they decided, and then when it came out that he had pictures of Maddie in the car and she was on a live, then they had to say it was him only, because, you know what I mean? So he was just trying to get her to say, they're going to instantly look at me because I dropped her off at school. So just say you were with me.
Okay.
And
I see what you're saying.
That's why they said in the beginning. And then the other theory is that she was there and she already knew, and that he's just going to take the heat for it.
So, do you think that I want to ask you a question, and that's an interesting theory. That is a very interesting theory. People are speculating, and I'm not saying this, but people on the internet You know, everybody is divided in their own theories, and that's perfectly fine. And I like that because we need to think of why we need some type of truth to this. Do you think she was pregnant?
No, I don't think she was pregnant. I think at the birthday party that maybe he got her some kind of gift or something, and then there was a big fight about it, and she told her mother, she was gonna tell her mom, but she had to know. In 2019, from 2019 all the way until now, she had to know. She was either burying her head because she didn't really want to see it, but I think she was also jealous of her daughter. So she would, like, she didn't say she loved her that night. She just said,
I said
good
goodnight
night
to my daughter.
She
That's
didn't
what she
say
said.
anything.
She said,
She didn't say good night. She didn't say I love you. So I think she was jealous of her daughter, but I think she put her head in the sand because she didn't want to lose him. So I think she knew the whole time. And I think that year they weren't together is because of her, because of the daughter maybe.
Okay. Got you.
But I think she knew. She was either burying her head in the sand and didn't want to know and was angry about her daughter, because I think there was like a lot of tension there. I mean, you just don't go say good night, when you get home from work and it's her 13th birthday. Why don't you say, I love you, baby. I hope you had a good night, go to birthday party or whatever, just good night.
Right. I understand. I totally understand. So basically,
that was just a little weird to me.
she just didn't like it was her words on what she said that.
Yeah. So I don't know if there was a big fight or Maddie was going to say something to her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I really believe that Maddie had enough of this because she wanted to go live out in the woods. She had enough of this crap.
Right. It was a message on her phone of some sort saying that she wanted to go in the woods. Right.
Yeah, she had enough of it. But you could tell the mother was a little bit upset with her. Like, she just said goodnight. My mother, when she says goodnight and she doesn't say I love you, there's a reason. She's upset with me, especially if I just had a birthday party.
Right.
So she either knew or she was asked to say that she saw her daughter or dropped her off with him because he was afraid they were going to come after him because he must have been scheming in his head already. And also, they dumped the body by the Coxes. That's like a little schemey there too. Maybe he dropped it over there because they wanted the Coxes to get blamed for her murder.
The Coxes? We don't know if he even knew the Santa guy. We don't know that.
But wasn't it over the news?
Right, but it was past his original. It was past his spot. Where did you hit that from? Where did you get that from? It was past his spot. Oak is all the way down to the right. You have to pass his spot to find that body.
Yeah, but it was kind of like near. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of near in that vicinity.
Right.
So I was just wondering. I'm not saying that he. But I was just thinking maybe he heard something on the news and he was trying to get them blamed for it.
Right.
But whatever, But the first thing I know, she knows. The mother knows whether she had her head in the sand and not. She knew. That's a definite. Whether she wanted to just bury her head in the sand or blame her daughter, that's another thing. But
right.
That's my theory.
Yeah,
I want people to get a time on there. So I know
you're good. Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, everybody's saying that they believe that the mother knew. So I totally understand what you're talking about.
I do, because you know what, mothers. This happened in my family too, and the mother, she knew, but she pretended it wasn't there. Like she knew.
Gosh.
And then later it came out that she thought so.
You're like
the
the 12th caller to say this. The 12th.
Yeah,
I can't believe how common this is. Everybody's calling me. Everybody and saying that this happened to them. It happened to them. It happened to them. I can't believe that. What I'm hearing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it happened to you.
Yeah, it happens a lot. It's women with low self-esteem, and they're not strong enough to tell a man to go because they don't want to be alone. And it's a sickness out there. It's really a sickness because women these days need to feel good about who they are, no matter what they look like, how heavy they are, what nationality they are, what culture they come from. They need to know that they are special, and they don't know that anymore because moms and dads are working, and all they got is TikTok and social media.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said, Buffy. Thank you so much. That was well said. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. It was very nice talking with you.
You too, Buffy. You take care now.
All right, you too, love.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, real quick. Thank you so much, sweet, for the $4.99. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so kind with your super chats. Guys, during the phone call, if you send stars or super chats, that's a perfect time so I can feature your comment inside. Trisha with the 1 month. I see you. From me and my cat. Monica Mora. All right, guys, are you ready for this interview? Flora actually texted me, the person who said she knew Madeline. She knew Madeline. Say hi, YouTube. We're going to make this into a YouTube video. This is actually really good. I want people to get that out there. We're going to question, talk, and see what's up. Monica Moore with the $4.99 says, I think mom unalived Madeline Monday morning. And that is why she called him to take her to school, Monica says. So you're trying to say, Monica, that basically like she did that. It's your theory. And that she wanted him to take the dirty work, like to do the dirty work, right? Okay. I see what you're saying. It's a possibility. I mean, we could, you know what? I just can't, I don't mean to say it like this, but I just can't wait to know what this autopsy is, Get this guy off my phone. Get him out of my phone. Why is he on my phone? Ew. All right. Everybody. Floor, I'm going to call you. So hold on, guys. I got to make this a YouTube video. All right. Let's see. All right, everybody, do me a favor. Before we start and call, this is a person that knew this. I need everybody to hit that share button for me on Facebook. Even if you did it, do it again. Share it to groups. You can share it to groups, share it to your friend. Tag one person, Facebook. Tag one person. Who you think so? YouTube, I want you to hit that like button like you never tapped a phone before. Yeah, I would appreciate that, YouTube. This is the perfect time. Or you know what, YouTube? You can hit the share button, and when you share it to a group or friends, get the name on this. Says, hey, this is the interview. Nova's doing the interview. This is important. This is very important. I want to get this out there and get the truth out there. DRM says, my friend's mom started selling her to men. My friend's mom started selling her to men since she was 12. There are some horrible parents. Oh my gosh. RM, I'm so sorry for your friend. Give your friend my respect. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Thank you for the super chat, RM. I really appreciate that. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. Somebody told me to read somebody's comment. I missed it. Maz, if you see that, can you just screenshot that comment for me and send it to me? If somebody has something important to say. All right. All right, guys. So we are about to call someone who said that they knew Madeline. They knew Madeline. I'm talking about Madeline, the 13-year-old girl who was sadly went missing and found later deceased, who we also know was being abused by her mom's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns. So somebody came in my chat live on YouTube and said, hey, I actually knew Madeline, and my daughter went to school with her in elementary school. So I said, hey, can I give you a call? And we're about to call her right now. All right, let's do it. Get this jabroni.
Forwarded to voicemail.
Okay. Got my phone. She forwarded my call, so let's see. Just give it a second, guys. Give it a second. Thank you, love. Appreciate that. I'll try again. Okay, Flora, I called you 2 times and I got no response. I will call you one more time, not trying to harass you, but you told me to call you. You gave me your permission. You even texted me and you said, please call me. This is Flora Ortiz. And I'm not hearing nothing from you. Just give it a second, guys. Give me a second. By the way, thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate you. Member, executive, follower, a subscriber, even if you don't even like the page or you don't even like sharing or anything, thank you for watching. I really do. I really do appreciate that. Okay, try one last and final time. If this person does not pick up, I'm going to assume that this was a troll, and I don't want to say what I have to say, but it just wouldn't have been nice if you were lying, especially on a case like this. Let's see. All right. That person has to live with okay. Well, Flora, thank you for saying that, you knew the girl that was in the image and you're not even commenting right now. So I don't have to live with that. I don't. I don't have to live with that. I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. It's a shame. Hey, this is No from Novesity. Hi, Candace.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So talk to me. What are your thoughts on this case?
Okay, I love your show. I've been watching for a while. Okay, so 2 different theories.
Hold on. Whoa,
I
that's
think,
fast. Hold on.
remember
whoa.
you talked to Frank, his friend?
Hold
Remember
on.
the friend?
Candace. Hold on. That was fast. Fast.
Oh, I talk fast.
No.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I normally let people know that ahead of time.
Hey, I talk fast too, but my audience, they
Yeah,
they-
sorry.
Yeah. No, but go ahead. Talk to me.
Okay, so remember you talked to his friend Frank, and his friend mentioned Stern talking about the Lunesta pill that would make them sleep, right? Remember he's mentioned that?
Yes.
So I was thinking, what if he gave it to Madeline, so she'd be in a deep sleep, and then maybe he gave it to the mom, so she'd be in a deep sleep, so she also wouldn't hear anything, right? And then I saw an interview with the grandma. It was in Spanish, but the grandma said the only reason why Stern took her to school that day was because Jen woke up really tired. So if you were to take a sleeping medication, you would wake up tired, right? Like you would. So that's one theory. Maybe he gave her too much of the medication to make her sleep. Or plot twist, what if the mom was jealous, like somebody else was saying, and it was actually the mom did it, which is why he looked so sad in his interview, because he actually was sad, But I did see today, another podcast randomly came up where he did an interview with someone who said he was sex trafficked by Stern. I don't know if
okay.
anybody else saw that.
Okay, I did make a whole comment from that. So
Okay.
I'm going to tell you live. Okay. I heard about this interview. I didn't watch it. It's not my cup of tea. But this individual that said this stated that Jesus saved him and blinded his enemies and he ran away and something like that.
Oh, really? Because the one I saw was he wrote books. He was part of that movie, The Sound of.
Something about. He was part.
Is it the same person?
Are you talking about The Sound of Freedom?
Yes, he said he was a part of that, and he was a writer, and that he met Stearns like years ago because he was part of a sex trafficking, and he was sex trafficked, and like a whole story. I was like, and it sounded real because he was naming parts in Orlando that are like you wouldn't really know unless you lived here. Because I live in Orlando, you wouldn't really know unless you lived here,
right?
And so a lot of it's like was believable. I definitely believed it, and he's saying that Jen did know, and Jen was a part of it. So I don't know. You should look it up. It was interesting. I thought it might be true for sure.
Okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I believe the interview, but
okay.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, I don't know for sure.
Right,
but,
right. But I'm not gonna sit here and call him a liar. I don't know who the interviewer or interviewee, but it.
Yeah, it was a different podcast. I've never seen it. It just popped up in my feed, so it was like, interesting.
Yeah, he was trying to do what in his book?
This guy that was doing the interview, he wrote 42 books, and he's a part of like saving kids from being sex trafficked because he was sex trafficked. I wish I would have knew who that guy was from that podcast.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. All I can say to you is that maybe he was. I don't know his story, but I cannot confirm that any of the things that he had a relationship somewhat with Stern in some way.
We don't know.
I cannot confirm that at all.
That's true.
I can't. Was he? I heard he was Canadian, right? Canada?
Yeah, I think that. I think that's true.
Yeah, I can't confirm that. I'm sorry. I don't know what the interview is.
I don't know either. I
don't know anything about that. About
him being... my first theory was the Lunesta that Frank had mentioned, because I was like, well, that would make somebody sleep, in a deep sleep. So, but who knows? Obviously we don't know, but those are my 3 theories.
Right. No, I totally understand. I actually, that theory you mentioned about Frank did say that, and he did have, Adderall was a drug, right? Adderall?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be, that's
so he would stay up late, and so, but that's a random joke to mention Lunesta. Like, I was like, that's weird, that he mentioned that to him. And he thought it was weird when he mentioned it to him. That's what he said.
Right.
The friend said.
Right.
So I was like, what if he gave her too much on accident? And that's why he really was sad. He really was sad. Like, that's what he looks at. He was sad, But, I don't know.
Oh, that's what is your name?
Candace. I've been watching you for, like, me and my girlfriend from work, we watch you. We work from home. We watch you all day. We're just like, so I was like, call you live. That was cool.
I appreciate that. Candace, that's very good. I didn't think about that. He probably tried to, or maybe he wanted his way with her and then try to induce her and give her too much this time or first time. That's a very, Candace, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Yeah. That's a possibility.
Yeah, it's funny that you're wearing a Cheers shirt today, because I was with my girlfriend at a Cheers bar Saturday, and she brought up a theory that it was the mom, and I was like, I never thought about that. Well, that's when I got like, okay, well, she got jealous and then did it, and then that's why he was sad. But no, I still go with more of the Lunesta for some reason. I just feel like it was, because he did look sad, so maybe he was sad, because he didn't mean to do it, It just sucks. It's not funny, but yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. But Candace, very good, very good. I did not think about that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Candace. I appreciate
nice
that.
You.
Thank you so much. Do you have anything else to say before you go?
Not yet. That'll be in your comment section. Make sure you check it out.
Where you at? YouTube or Facebook?
I live in Orlando. I'm on Facebook. I live in Orlando.
I'm gonna look out for your comments. All right,
Candace.
Right? All right, I got you, Candace.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. You have a good one now.
You too.
Bye-bye. Ativan, not Adderall. I'm sorry, Ativan. Sorry, Ativan. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Ativan. Okay, Ativan. Okay. My apologies, guys. I am human. I make errors. Oh yeah, she was speaking fast. She don't play. She's yeah. I speak fast, so I kind of I learned to speak slow on stream. I got used to that. Flora says, "What? I'm not lying. You're not. Okay. So let's. I'll give you a call. Let's do it. Let's call back. Let's see.
The person you're trying to reach.
Flora, you just text me. You said, sorry, I missed your call. Can I call you back? Yes. I called. Okay, let's see where we can get the Flora in here. She said that she, and I stated I stepped away from a couple minutes. It's not a big deal. Flora, you're perfectly fine. You're good. You're good. You're good, Flora. I did call you back again, and it just it forwarded me. Interview him, Nove, David Solomon. The guy, Flora, I'm going to call you one more time because you just text me a message and saying, Flora, listen, it doesn't matter what the comments say. You know what I'm saying? Like you're helping the case out with this baby girl. And you're not picking up because you told me to call you. You're giving me respectfully red flags. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call you one more time. And I you don't know me and I don't know you, but I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do something nice. You're telling me to call, and I called. You know what I'm saying? And I have to run a whole show respectfully. I'm saying if I'm going to call like you told me to, I would appreciate it if you could pick up and possibly tell us what's going on. I'm just trying to do something nice for this baby girl, okay? Okay, Flora? So I'm going to try one more time, Flora, okay? I'm going to call you one more time. Chat, just be nice to Flora. Okay? If not, I'm going to, yeah. All right. Yeah, we are going to pass. We're going to pass. All right, we're going to pass on that. We're going to pass on that phone call. Sorry, chat. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to dub that. I'm going to dub it. Menu. It's simpler than what everyone thinks. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, Menu. PD McTweeter says, squawk, squawk. Who is this? Who is that? Stephen Stearns faces 60 new child. Let me see. On March 1st, investigators confirmed that Osceola County Sheriff's search teams in the Hickory area. Oh, Cole, did we verify if this is the sister? Because that doesn't. This doesn't look like it at all. Like, even if I was to go move, it wouldn't look like anything that belongs, like anything that looks similar to that. I don't think we can confirm that like maybe like this is the sister's house, like possibility, but maybe that the car where it was parked, this wasn't the sister's property. My guess is Breezy. Nicole, you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Barbara Ryan Welch on Facebook. That's hilarious. Did family notice anything or was just ignoring it? That was, I think he said something about that. He actually says something about that at the end.
Thank you both so much.
At the end here. Wait, hold on real quick. Was it already?
Is IYLL82 on Monday, February 26th between 1 and 2:30 p.m.
Oh, this is the full video, ladies and gentlemen. This is the full video. Let's focus on the case, Jasmine said. Absolutely. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I got that number. It's okay, guys. I got it all taken care of. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're good. Don't worry about it. We're good to go. Let's get it. Let's stay focused, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it.
in the area of State Road 192 and Old Hickory Tree Road, as well as Old Hickory Tree Road and Nolte Road. During this time frame, it is believed that Stearns had a flat tire and might have been seen changing the tire in this area. If anyone saw this vehicle or noticed anything suspicious, we're asking that they call Crime Line.
Yeah, that's the road where Madeline Soto's body was found. Let me bring in my guests. I have an unbelievable panel tonight. Joining me tonight in Portland, Oregon, a podcaster, Gray Hughes of Gray Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Make sure you're watching that. In Atlanta, Georgia, former special agent in charge.
Give me 1 second, guys. I will have to be very careful because I don't think I would own the rights. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Give me 1 second. I have to make sure that I can actually put this on.
Georgia Bureau Investigation, Trebor Randall in Rutherford, New Jersey, criminal defense attorney. We used to prosecute together back in the day. Kenneth Ralph is.
That's who I want. This is who I want to hear. I want to hear him. I want to hear him. Wait, what's her title? What's her title?
News of Gray Hughes
on
Investigates on YouTube. Make
going.
sure you're watching that. In Atlanta, Georgia, former special agent in charge, Georgia Bureau Investigation, Trebor Randall. In Rutherford, New Jersey, criminal defense attorney. We used to prosecute together back in the day. Kenneth Ralph is with us. And in Los Angeles, California, forensic psychiatrist, trial expert, witness, and columnist, Dr. Carol Lieberman. Let me start with you, Trebor Randall. All these images now. I mean, it's not just a couple pictures. It's going back, apparently, to 2019. 2019. Hundreds and hundreds of images. What does this tell you about Stephen Stearns?
It tells us a lot, Vinny, that we definitely have a predator on our hands. It's unfortunate that, this wasn't detected sooner so that this could have been prevented. But it is not uncommon when we go in and do these investigations, whether it's a possession case or manufacturing, or whether it's tied to an actual crime against a child, a crime of violence. Like in this scenario, sometimes we have thousands of images that have to be detailed. They have to be, marked for the court. Unfortunately, many times we have to go through each one of these pieces of media, whether it's a video or a still photo, to make sure that we have an identity to the child to attach to it. And it's very taxing work, very unfortunate, but very necessary.
Kenneth Ralph, I know you were a sex crimes prosecutor for many years in New Jersey. From your experience, someone that is keeping all of these images, is that something that the people you prosecuted, they would keep for their own personal use, or did they create these images to share, to sell? What's your experience tell you?
Well, Vinny, that could be either possibility, could be true. You do have people who are doing these acts, perpetrating these acts, and keeping collections or souvenirs of these their events that they participated in. They may be sharing it with others, maybe a small network, or maybe perhaps they're disseminating it beyond a small network. You'll have a lot of forensic analysis to follow up on here, and they'll be able to trace whether these images were shared or not, I'm sure.
Gray Hughes doing...
So, we were right about that, guys. We can actually know if these images were shared. We would know that. We would know that. I knew it. Of course, I knew it. I friggin' knew it. Where we would definitely know if these images were actually shared. Absolutely. And then that's how you would find the rest of the people involved. That's how you find it. Damn, you just sold. Ooh, so Stefan, brother, you didn't even know, but you just sold out other people and you didn't even know. By having that stuff on your phone, if shared, you just incriminated other people that could possibly be involved. Damn. That's wild.
Unbelievable work in this podcast. I want to play a clip from your show, Gray. You were speaking with
I'm not going to be playing that clip.
Someone who knows.
I'm not going to be playing that clip at all.
How far back does this behavior, this alleged behavior, go back, according to these folks who came forward?
I think he was about 13 years old when he was collecting his...
What are these photos?
Shit. Hold on, guys. I got to be very careful what I share here, because I don't... I want to just get...
Well, what it says is that by the time he was a preteen, before that even, but things twisted him sexually. Things had happened in his childhood. Maybe he was abused. Maybe, people were taking pictures of him and selling them for pornography. But whatever, that there had to have been significant things that happened before this preteen age, before he was collecting his semen and taking, being a peeping Tom about, his friend's mother. This is just playing out. I mean, it's really sickeningly interesting that this is...
The whole semen thing, collecting semen and stuff, that is not a fact. That's not verified. I want to be very clear on that. That is not verified, okay?
Just a continuation of his acting out his twisted sexual beginnings.
And I just want to remind folks, he's presumed innocent at this point. These are just allegations. This is the way our system works. But this is the information that is coming out and the allegations that are coming from seemingly everywhere now. Now, Stephen Stern's Facebook page says that he worked at Disney World, and many people have been wondering if that could possibly be true, considering the crimes that he's accused of. But some online sleuths believe they've tracked down a video that appears to show Stephen Stern's working at the entrance of Journey into Imagination in Epcot, in a video posted on Travel in 360's YouTube page.
Okay, for the people that was saying he didn't work at Disney, this was the video that I was talking about. The image was taken from this video with Travel in 360. You're telling me that's not Stephen Stern's? Comment yes or no. That clearly it is. I mean, let's wake up. You know what I'm saying? Frank literally told me this before this video. I'm trying to get Frank back on the show, but people in a different podcast, I cannot say who, or somebody disrespected him, and I feel bad for Frank. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. I want to try to. I want to try. Okay, she's okay. I just got a text. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, chat. Flores told me to call. Flora told me to call. I'm gonna give it a call one more time. Okay, chat. Okay. Okay. So there was an individual in my chat who said that she was friends with Maddie. Her and her daughter was friends with Maddie. And I'm going to give her a call right here, live on air, to get more information about this case. This would probably help a lot. I'm going to give Flora a call again to see what is going on. All right, let's call her. Before I do, 317 Texas, I love that name, says, heartbreaking, Maddie's family not even asking for justice. I feel Maddie's mother was aware of SA happening and played a huge part in all this. This would be a huge switch in this investigation. Just a matter of time. Well spoken. Absolutely. And let me tell you something. If it does come to find out that, this kind of switch, this hook that just randomly happened, where if Maddie's mother's involved, if it is, maybe there could be a law produced. It could be, possibly. Good super chat. Good super chat. God, I love super chats and stars. You guys send very good information there.
Hello.
Hello, Floor. This is No from Novesity. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very, very, very good. Sorry we couldn't connect. I called you multiple times when you told me to call, so I kind of lost motivation there to call.
I know.
But it's okay.
I know.
It's okay. Miscommunication happens. Probably it was delayed and all this stuff. Let me introduce myself. I don't know. Did you just found me? You just found me, right? I'm assuming.
Yes, I did. I found you, I think, a couple of days ago when I was researching the case. I think I found you a couple of days ago, yes.
Okay. And let me just tell you who I am. I'm Nov. I run Novesity, a podcast. I just talk about different cases, true crime in any form. And I just try to get down to actually what happened, the facts, the truth, and try to better understand different cases. Or sometimes I don't even investigate. I just tell people about them. And this is why you're here. I would love for you. You said you know Madeline, correct? You knew Madeline.
I didn't have a personal relationship with her, but she did go to elementary school with my daughter, yes.
And then you sent me a picture of Madeline and your daughter, and they were friends, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Do I have your permission to show this image, this beautiful image? This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful image of both of them. Can I please have your permission to show this live?
Yes, you do.
This chat, embrace yourself. Look at this photo. Look how beautiful they look.
Yes, that's my beautiful daughter. Yes, she's gonna be 13 in 2 weeks. So they're about the same age. Yes.
Wow, incredible. Look at them. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So your daughter knew Maddie, and then was it like what did they keep in touch? Were they in the same class again? Were they very close friends, distant friends, just acquaintances? How was it?
Yes, they were very close friends. I was actually a Valentine's Day dance, and they kind of lost touch over the years, and I'm kind of getting a little bit emotional because whenever I saw Madeline, I saw that she was missing on Facebook. And I saw that, I saw the news of a missing 13-year-old, and they were sharing, that there was this missing 13-year-old. And she kind of looked familiar, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it, because he looked familiar, but I couldn't tell where I knew her from.
Okay.
But I kind of shared the post, and it was actually a post from her mom. Her mom posted that, help me find my daughter. And I kind of reposted this, and then my daughter, she called me from her dad's phone, and she was like, Mom, you know that girl that's missing? I know her. And I'm like, what do you mean you know her? And she was like, Mom, I know her. She was one of my best friends from elementary school. And I'm like, no way. And then we went back to the photos from elementary school, and then we went back to those photos from that dance. And my mind went back to that dance, from that Valentine's Day dance. And I remember that very moment that she was wearing that dress, and she kind of twirled, and she told me, I feel like a princess today. Don't I look like a princess? She told me, and I said, you look like a princess. You look like the most beautiful princess I've ever seen. And, I just wish that I could have gone back to that moment and just hugged her tight and just told her so many things. And then, just to know that so many horrible things happened to her. And it's just, you feel so powerless, But it's just so sad what happened to her, that nightmare that she went through. And but it's so sad. It's so sad, that nightmare that she went through with that monster. And and she lives across the street from where I live. The apartment complex. I live across the street. But we lost touch over the years, yeah. But she did know my daughter. They were close friends. And they were, whenever they saw each other, she just embraced you. She hugged you, and she made you feel loved. But when I knew her, it was 2020. And she had a big smile on her face. She was bubbly. She was happy. She didn't look the way that she looked now when she was 13. She looked like a shell of a person right now. Days before he passed away. So it's
right. So
yeah.
Again, thank you for coming on here and expressing this and telling us all this stuff. I do recommend that what, I just want to say thank you for trusting me. Let me tell you something. You came to the right podcaster. I promise you. And this is what I do. I help. I do the best that I can, and trust me. You struck gold, and I mean that with the most humbleness. I see that I hear the pain in your voice. I hear a lot of distress, and I'm so sorry. I'm so looking at these pictures. Look at you and your daughter. Look at your daughter and her. Absolutely beautiful. Look at it. In its sense, it glows. They feel like princesses because they were.
Yes. They were so happy that day. It was a Valentine's Day dance. It was their very first dance ever, and they were so happy. They ran into each other's arms, and they were just happy. So happy to be with each other, with their little purse and their little shiny shoes and their dresses, and they were so happy.
That is so good to hear. Give me 1 second. Chat, if you have a question, please at my name. If I miss your question, please don't get upset. Let's have a little bit of respect. I'll get to her. No, I hear a lot of emotions in her voice, and she's taking the time out of her day to do this. So at me, or if you want to show it through Super Chat or stars, you can. I'll try my best to get it and ask her the questions, okay? So again, I don't want to peer pressure you. You are giving me this opportunity, and I'm so thankful. I really, 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 really am. So they're both so I'm gonna assume that they were 8 going on 9, because Valentine's Day is in February. That means her birthday's coming up, and then your daughter's birthday is coming in later in the year.
Yes, my daughter's birthday is on
You don't have to
April
say. Wait,
1st.
wait, wait. You don't have to. Okay,
Yeah.
April 1st. Okay, I just want to protect that. If you want to, like you could tell me your name and maybe her birthday, but that's about it. I want to protect
Yeah.
you. I don't want you. I want you to feel comfortable.
Okay.
I want to. You're welcome with warm arms here. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, so your daughter's birthday is right around the corner from hers, right around the
Yes.
corner,
Yes.
and they were 8 years old here, or going on 8 or going on 9.
That was in 2020.
So they were 9.
Yes. Yes, I think there were 9.
9.
Yeah, they're gonna be 13. I believe so. Yes.
So
I think they were. I think they were.
yeah.
I'm not sure. I think they were in 5th grade.
Okay. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
So, do you? How was the mom? You ever talked to Madeline's mom, met her, or Stefan?
The mom was by herself that day. She was by herself, and she looked like a normal mom. Taking pictures of her daughter. Embracing her. Just like a normal mom. She looked normal to me.
Right.
Completely normal.
Like it just didn't come to your head that something like this would happen.
Exactly.
Got
Yes.
you. You never met Stefan? Have you ever met Stefan?
No, never.
Have you never? So I noticed something that you said that you live across the street from her, like right now, currently too.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
If you don't want to answer some of the questions, let me know. Because I'm hearing. Okay, let me know, or maybe we can talk in private. Okay. So whatever I ask you, say no. We could talk about that in private. Okay.
Okay.
So you live, like, you can see her house right now?
Not right now. No, not right now. But if I go throw out my trash, I can see the entrance of her house, of her apartment complex. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna speak after the live is done. Do I have your permission? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, and I do apologize. Like, you have to understand, Flor. I get a lot of trolls, very mean people pretending to be Jen herself, and it's just disrespect.
Okay.
Somebody even came to the chat and says, "I'm Maddie, and I'm DEAD." Very disrespectful. So
Yeah.
I
understand.
I do apologize for any passiveness. I meant nothing with animosity.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. No worries.
Yeah. I run a show and I must move on amicably to try to get to the point. So,
Okay.
my next question: did you ever notice that she worked for Disney? You ever notice anything about that? Like, did she work you ever saw a uniform or anything about her job, anything like that?
No, because like I said, we lost touch over the years. So I don't know anything about their personal life. So all I know is going back to 2020. That's all of the interaction that I had with them when my daughter went to school with them. So anything going from 2020 to the present day, I don't have any information regarding that. I do know that they live across the street from where I do, because when I saw the news and I saw that, the apartment complex, I'm like, oh my God, that's where they live. I live across the street from them. So.
Oh my gosh, that is insane.
Yeah.
And
when I went to throw out my trash, I saw the news and the whole media and everything. It was flooded.
Have you ever been approached by law enforcement to ask any questions?
No. And the thing is that something that really stood out to me is that my daughter's best friend, the apartment complex that they live in, a guard has to actually, they have to check you in to go inside. You have to actually say, hey, I'm here for so and so. You know, you have to say, hey, I'm here for this person and this person, and they have to let you in. So that's something that's been a little bit confusing to me. For the case that they didn't actually see Madeline in the car next to him. Maybe they thought that she was asleep. Remember when the cop said that they thought that she was deceased
Yeah.
next to him?
Right.
That I don't know, because a guard has to actually let you in.
Let you in. Right. I saw the gate. I Googled it. I went on maps. I
Yeah.
saw that. So it's a guard. Okay.
It's a guard. A guard has to let you in.
Okay.
Yes. And they have to actually, they look inside the car and everything.
Really?
Yes. And I know because my daughter's actual best friend, and they've seen me many times, and they always look inside the car and everything.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a camera, a Ring camera on your property? Anything like that?
Yes.
That you own?
Yes, but I live in an apartment complex, and it doesn't face their property. I live like in the back apartment, so it doesn't face the property whatsoever.
Right.
No.
Sorry, I'm really surprised that I'm able to have the pleasure to talk to someone literally right across the street. This is. Did you ever notice any strange behavior that over the course of Maddie from being 9 all the way till, the last time you saw her?
No. Honestly, the only strange thing that I noticed was her appearance, how it changed from the very happy little girl to that picture that I saw on her 13th birthday party, that she looked kind of like very pale and with dark circles under her eyes, very, not like a happy 13-year-old.
So she changed. Like she looked unhealthy in a way.
Exactly.
So would unhealthy be the correct word?
I would say.
Oh my
unhappy.
gosh, Flora, I can actually see the difference of what you're talking about.
Exactly, yes. Unhappy, unhealthy, unalive. I would say unalive. I don't know. I don't know what's the correct word. Like her soul was taken from her.
Your picture helps so much. Am I the only person you gave this image to?
Yes.
Let's keep it that way, okay?
Okay.
We're going to talk after the podcast. You're going to talk to me privately. No problem. And if you want, we could sign an NDA. We could 100% do that. 100%, okay?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Your picture helps. Could she be sick? Could she?
Yeah, you can see a big difference.
Oh my
and I know that when, especially little girls, when they go through like when they get their period and when they're like through puberty, they do change, but like her change was like very like radical. It was like something, because for example, my daughter, she changed, but she doesn't look like that. She doesn't look like a ghost.
Have your daughter lost connection with her? Like, did she, like, I know you said you have, like, you didn't really spoke after elementary, seen her, but what about your daughter? Like texting and anything like that? Do you know that or not too sure?
Yeah, they lost touch because Madeline, she moved schools. I'm not sure why. Madeline is because you go to school depending on the area that you live in. So I'm not sure why she used to go to Hunters Creek Middle School and not Kissimmee Middle School. So I'm not sure why. Maybe she was using her grandma's address.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure why. But they moved schools, so they just, that happens.
Right.
That happens all the time. Yeah.
Right.
But
And like in the images, she looks like she's just getting poisoned. Not saying that anyone's doing that. I'm not saying that. I'm not claiming that Stefan or the mom. She looks like she was actually getting poisoned. I can honestly see what you're talking about now. She just doesn't look happy.
Somebody was sucking the life out of her.
Yes.
Exactly. That's exactly what was happening to her.
Yes. Absolutely. Has your daughter have ties with her friends? Possibility, correct?
No.
Okay. And I know this is a far-fetched question. The images of her in different pictures, can you identify if it's the grandmother's house or sister's house? Or no? Or you're just not sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. I know. This is something that you won't intentionally know because you didn't know. You just didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And regarding the question that you asked earlier about the checkup, I know from experience with my daughter, whenever you take your daughter to like a checkup, they don't check them down there. That's not a normal checkup for like girls that age. It doesn't occur to you to doctors to check them down there.
Right. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely. If you're brand new to the podcast, everyone, my name is Nov, True Crime Podcast, covering the Madeline Soto case. I am on the phone with someone who actually knew Madeline and her daughter. I am absolutely blessed to have this opportunity. I know you're very emotional and you're probably, a little nervous being live, but don't worry about it. Everybody in the comments is blessing your heart right now. Like literally everybody is blessing your heart. Isn't that right, chat? Thank you again for giving me your time. Just a couple more questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your daughter brought this to your attention. Did she tell you anything? Like anything at all?
No, she was just it was hard for her to see her like her posters whenever she went to like the gas stations and things like that, because I'm very into like true crime and things like that, and it never hits close to home,
Right.
And whenever when she went to the gas station and she saw her actual friend there, it was very devastating to her.
Right.
And when they found her body and I called her, she was like, "Mom, you're lying. They didn't. It's not her. You're lying. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was her." And I told her, "Well, she's not suffering anymore. And I'm just, it's such a nightmare to think, the what she went through, because I can imagine those dark circles in her eyes. That poor girl couldn't even sleep because that creep must have been going into her room at night, And give me a second, okay? I'll be right there. Okay? I'll be right there. Give me a couple minutes. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. That she couldn't even sleep because he must have been going into her room or something, and that must be a nightmare. That must be your worst nightmare, like a monster or something, like a I don't know. And
No.
that's why she had those dark circles under her eyes, because that's not normal for a 13, 12-year-old to have such dark circles under your eyes unless you have like asthma or something like that. That's not normal
Mm.
at all. And
Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm sorry you had to find out like this. And you took this photo, right?
yes, I did.
I can't even imagine like what you could be feeling right now that, you took a photo of such a. You said that she had the dress on, she's spinned and twirled, and she says she's a princess.
Yes. Yes, and she showed me her little shoes, and she was very excited for that outfit that she picked out for the Valentine's Day dance. And they were both excited because they were together in that dance. And they were excited to show each other their dresses and stuff.
No.
And like I said, the mom looked completely normal. She was taking pictures of her and, just normal, like a normal mom.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there. He wasn't there. So that's why I said before, I mentioned in the chat that I'm not sure if he was a part of her life back then, or I know that in some cases, the abuse doesn't start right away. Sometimes they start like grooming them for some time, and then they start with the actual abuse, because by the time that I met her and I spent some time with her, she was completely normal. She was very full of life. She was very happy. She was very full of life.
Yeah.
But the pictures that I saw of her birthday, she was not even half of the little girl that I met.
Yeah.
That wasn't her.
How long have you been watching me? You said 2 days, right?
Yes.
Are you caught up with everything that I've been telling everybody about the facts and what I learned? Like, that picture was literally probably just 10 hours before her death.
Yes.
Yeah. It sucks and it's sad to hear this. And I have a question. Like you said, you can see the house from where you at. Have you ever seen Jen come out of there now, or not anything at all?
No, I haven't. I can see if I go like throughout the trash, I can kind of see inside, but like I said, you have to like go through a guard to go inside.
What, do you have to do that?
Like if you're walking, no. But if you go like in a car, then yes. But I don't live in the same apartment complex that they live in. I live in a different one. I live across the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the image that I had on the podcast, I want to show you something. Did you ever see this car parked in front or around? Have a look on the podcast. Are you using the same device as the calling?
Yes, I'm using the same one.
Do you remember the white car that I showed? Have you ever seen that car?
I haven't because the apartment complex that I live in has the access control access as well. So I don't actually see like the activity in that apartment complex.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. All right. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay. Let me see here. I'm just seeing if anybody had any questions. Somebody said you are so sweet for sharing this with us, and she is indeed. Indeed. Is there anything particular about Maddie or anything at all that you can share, you remember, that is something strange? Anything at all? Anything different besides how she looks? Anything at all?
How she looks now or how she looked back then?
Well, you told me that she looks different. Like she looks like she was sick now, around the time she was alive. But is there anything different that you noticed? Anything at all? I know you said that it was a little bit of time you knew her, but anything out of pocket, anything different, anything strange, anything at all?
So before, when they were looking for her, I went into the mom's Instagram and it was public, and I was able to see all of her pictures. And Maddie looked, I don't know, she didn't look well. Like her teeth didn't look okay. I don't know. She looks like a little girl with low self-esteem. That's the way she looked to me.
She looked at it completely different, right?
Completely different, yes.
I can definitely see some difference here. Now that you're saying that. Well, tell me, what do you think about the mom's interview? What do you think about that? Just your opinion. We're all speculation, all opinion. Nothing saying that we're fact. No defamation whatsoever, which is your opinion.
Yeah. I don't think that she was being truthful in the interview. And but me being a mom, I want to be careful in what I say, because if I was in that situation, I wouldn't want people to be accusing me. You understand?
No, right. That's why I covered you. I said, we're just speculating.
Yeah.
If you wish not to comment, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I don't think she was being truthful because, if I go to McDonald's and if I order a Big Mac and I eat a Big Mac, that's what happened, But if I tell police that I ordered, I don't know, facts are facts. So
I think I see the analogy you was trying to create. I think I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flora, I was like, what are you doing, Flora? You have me thinking you hungry. You got me thinking you hungry. I get what you're talking about.
What I'm trying to say is that facts are facts. If something happened, if I went to the store at 7 p.m., I went to the store at 7 p.m. It wasn't at 8. It wasn't at 9.
I see what you're saying. That was very good. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. So, but when you lie, you have to remember the lie, and then you have to,
Right.
So,
basically, like the lie doesn't change. Truth always stays straight.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We are on the same page here. 100%.
So, what I'm thinking is that 3 things might have happened. This is just me, the way that I'm thinking.
Your opinion. You're speculating.
My opinion. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If he was abusing her for a long time, remember the kids, they start getting older and they start getting stronger. And maybe, number one, she started fighting back and she started saying, I'm tired of this. I'm going to fight back. And the abuser, they're going to want their power back because they have to be in control. So maybe the situation got out of control and, the situation got out of control, number one. Number two, she told him that she was going to tell an adult or her mom or the police. And she took care of the situation. And number three, she might have been pregnant. That's what I'm thinking. But who knows?
No, right. It's all, hey, your opinion is respected here. Your opinion is respected.
Yeah,
Don't.
it's all speculation, and so who knows? Who knows what might have happened? But we know that he did something. He did something. He's guilty of something because of the things that were on his phone, and we know that he's dirty.
Absolutely, he is.
Yeah.
He is disgusting. He is a. Oh, it's filthy. It's filthy. It's actually filthy. Final question, and I will give you some space. I'll let you go.
Okay.
Did you know anybody in her family, or did you know? Matter of fact, you know what? How many minutes are you away from her by walking distance? Just curious.
Walking distance, like maybe 6.
And you can walk right by her residence, correct?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Just do me a favor. Last thing I'm gonna say. Tell your daughter that I said hi. May she stay safe. And I'm very sorry, and my condolences go out to her because she was her friend. And
thank you so much.
No. Thank you so much for doing this. And I would love to talk to you. You know what? Tomorrow. It is getting late. I want to give you some space. Let's talk tomorrow. Do I have your permission to contact you tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so I have your number. We will connect. We will talk. I definitely just have I want to know a little more information, and just thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, and do you have any additional photos of her and your daughter, or anything?
No, I don't. That's the only one that I have.
Okay. All right then. All right. Absolutely. Okay. No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Any last thing you would like to say? Anything at all?
No, nothing at all. I'm just thankful that, it's very sad what happened to her, but I'm just thankful that the nightmare is over for her. In a way, it's sad, but I'm just thankful that the nightmare is over for her and she doesn't have to suffer anymore by the hands of that horrible monster. And that nightmare is over and she's resting now. She's resting in peace. And she doesn't have to go through that nightmare anymore.
Well said.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, Flora. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. We love you over here. And please don't be a stranger. Stay involved, okay? Stay involved more, okay?
Okay. Have a good night, guys.
All right, now. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Wow. Chat, that was heavy. That was heavy. That was heavy, man. Everybody in the chat, I want everybody in this chat from Facebook to YouTube. I want you guys to let's all get some W's in the chat for her. This is going to be for her and her daughter, who they lost. They lost this beautiful individual. I just can't. It makes me really angry because it's like I'm hearing the cries from people's voices who this girl was surrounded with. And this is eating me up, man. This is not even my family. I'm just a host on the True Crime Podcast, and I'm feeling this attachment, this heaviness, and it's like I'm hearing Frank's voice. I'm hearing her voice. I don't know who's going to come next that I'm going to do interviews with where they have this connection with, and just to hear the pain in their voice, they were able to physically know these people, to know the difference that this isn't the person I know. Don't you guys realize that? Frank said, that's not the Stefan I know. I didn't even know that. Then I got Flora telling me that this is not the same girl. This isn't the same girl that I remember. Look at all those W's in the chat. Thank you guys so much. I just have the breast. I have a privilege of talking to her. And I have a feeling that I'm going to get connected with more people. I am. I'm going to get connected with more of her friends. I'm going to get connected with more, possibly her family. Guys, I can't sit here and tell you that if I know that the mom has something to do with this. I really don't know. All I could do is speculate and just say that a couple of her statements has contradictions. Do I know for a fact? I don't. It's not confirmed, but her statements doesn't make sense. And I would like to just understand why. That's all. That's the only reason why I would like to ask her a question. But being able to speak to someone to tell me that she looks not well here, and then she gave me the only image on the entire internet of her right there giving to me. This is why I'm blessed. I'm happy. And Floor in the chat, it's just an honor. Justice for Maddie, man. I don't know, that interview just hit me, man. That interview hit me. That interview really hit me, man. It's exactly what Keiko just said, guys. I don't know the name Solomon. If that's the guy, oh, that is the guy that you said the interview. I will not be talking about that. I don't know. If that's the interview that people were telling me about, I will not be talking about that. Absolutely not. This is what I do on this podcast, is talk about what we just finished talking about with Floor. That's facts. That's evidence. Did you see it? Did you not? Did you hear it? Did you see it? You know, that's facts. This is I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, what she just told me, I'm like, yo, bro, I just can't believe it, bro. I just cannot believe it. I can't believe she said that. Could it be that she was sick? What was she sick? Was this poor baby girl sick? Was she sick, guys? Was she sick? What was wrong? Like, what was it? She spotted that difference in the pictures. She said that she lost her, like she just lost it. Could it be that she just was sick of it that day? She was sick. She was just so sick of it. This girl was like, I am sick. She spoke to her friends. Her friends said, fight back, fight back. She woke up and she was like, I'm done. I'm done. It's my birthday. I'm a big girl now. I am 13. I am sick. I am sick of this. I'm just tired of this. I don't know what it could be. Was something was wrong? Was she over medicated? I don't know. This is why we're here talking about these type of things, because we are consistently talking about this. We are creating theories. I want to understand this. It just breaks my heart. This just breaks my heart. That poor mother was crying on the phone. Flora was crying on the phone. Jen, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that you absolutely have nothing to do with anything that happened with your daughter. At the beginning, I did say that, I was with you. I was a mother crying, and I don't know what to say, man. That interview kind of just like threw me off, ladies and gentlemen. But I think I'm going to conclude. I know you guys don't want me to go, but I think I'm going to conclude today. I got a lot of work to do for tomorrow. I got a lot of different stories to come up, podcasts, you name it. We got a lot of things we got to talk about. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate that. Somebody in the chat say they dated Stefan. Can you please contact one of my mods, or you can text the number, and then we'll have you in the next podcast. Okay. I appreciate that very much. You said you dated Stefan or something? Please feel free to text the number, and then we will definitely connect, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Wonder Mommy, thank you so much for the super chat, Wonder Mommy. You are Wonder Mommy. But this was heavy today. This was heavy today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor before we go. Hit that like and share button for me just before we leave. I would appreciate that. One more time, share on Facebook, like on YouTube, share on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. This is the end of the podcast over here at Novesity. I would appreciate it if you could hit the share, like, and follow. More coming your way, okay, guys? Thank you, guys. No, thank you. Don't thank me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. Look at the description of the video. That's the Discord. The mods will post the Discord right at the end of this. You'll see it in the comments. Guys, when this podcast ends, leave a comment. When it ends, go to this video at the very, once it ends, and drop a comment for me. Give me your opinion. I'm actually going to read it in 10 minutes. So when this podcast ends, come to this podcast over at YouTube, even my Facebook people, and comment on this video. I'm going to read the comments, and see what you guys got to say. I would appreciate that very much. Tracy says, thank you, Novesity, for being this precious little girl's voice and seeking justice for Maddie. Tracy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Melly, I love you too, mama. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Tracy, for the super chat. Until then, guys, I hope to see you guys on the next Novesity podcast. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.